going on is for right. What is going on right there? What is happening? We are back for another Toss One Back Thursday. So welcome everybody back into the house. We got Todd and we got Shannon. All right, so Shannon is here in the house. So we are happy to have her on board again. So you know what that means? A lot of fun. So
there's a lot to come your way.
Yeah. Don't want to miss this episode, that's for sure. So happy Thursday to you guys, and get everybody going here in the chat. We got JV in the house first. What is going on? We got Rod X in the house. We got Wayne in the house.
Wayne.
We got Rod's cheers and Blake is cheers. So welcome everyone. Great to have everybody on board there. Let's get the little banner rolling. It's rolling. So yeah, so it is Thursday. It is the 13th and second week of May. So cicada week. Supposedly, we got the cicadas might be breaking out this weekend. I don't know. You guys got some down there for the cicadas?
Yeah. I mean, what's going to happen? I mean,
they'll just be real noisy.
They're going to be, I mean, what's the...
Hey, it's 2021. Don't underthink what cicadas may do.
Might come home and your house will be gone because they've eaten everything on the insides and it just fell apart.
CDC said don't wear a mask. I'm putting mine on so I don't get no cicadas in my mouth. You know what I mean? Things flying around everywhere. So, but no. So supposedly it might be this weekend. They were saying like the temperature, but if it heats up like it's supposed to, they usually come out around 60 degrees. We're back in the 70s and 80s this weekend, so maybe they won't come out. I don't remember much from them last time though. Like 17 years ago.
Yeah,
they didn't really do too much damage.
Yeah, I feel like you hear them those even in other years. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would know that they were cicadas.
You'd hear them because you'd be like, what's that sound?
Hey, what's that sound? Everybody going? Yeah. I would hate to have a bunch of them myself just because, I mean, I'm got the woods behind my house and I'm one of those guys, you go camping, it's like, what is that noise? And it's like crickets. And it's just like, tell them to shut up. I can't sleep, right have a car zooming by.
We do have the farm right behind us, which you can see maybe right over our shoulders there.
Yeah.
Daylight, but we don't have a lot of trees around. Kind of down, I don't know, they're close enough.
Few houses down that way.
Yeah, they're close enough we'll be able to hear them if they do come around like they're supposed to.
They're loud as fuck, aren't they?
Yeah.
Of course, he's got trees back. Yeah, we got enough trees around. We'll hear them.
Do they need the trees though, or they usually?
I don't know. I feel like they're always in trees or something.
I mean, caterpillars already become butterflies, but I don't know.
Well, I know what you're talking about because you can see, like, don't they have like a shell and then they come out?
Yeah. They take the shell off to get busy. You know what I mean? So they dropping the shell. You know what that means? It's kind of a short life, though. Have sex and then die. I mean, one time and it's over.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, and then they just have their offspring or whatever, and their offspring.
Is that like something real? They get to have.
Yeah, they come out to mate, and then they die. They put their larvae back in the ground. They wait 17 years. They come out, have sex, and die.
So praying mantises do. The woman bites the head off.
No, that's just cold blooded with the praying mantis. The woman just takes off. The woman goes about her business after she kills the husband.
It's like, all right,
yeah.
I don't
get away. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's just kind of rough there, just taking off the husband's head. Like, what did I do? So.
Well, I'm sure he did something.
Satisfied and then move on.
Yeah. Drop the load and you're out. Yeah, you're really out. So, let's see here. Blake, what's up? Still a champion from Wayne. Cheers, Blake. Everyone here. Another day of trying to be awesome as all you guys. Cheers, Rob, Blake, Wayne's Beer, Todd, Shannon, and Rod. Everybody saying hello. Blake, you're awesome, buddy. And hey, Rod X, cheers. This is everybody just being all cordial.
I knew you were going to say that.
We have such a nice base of people. They're always so nice and say hello and check in on each other. It's awesome. Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, after I post sometimes, then I'll get the haters. Yeah.
It's all natural.
That is like one of my favorite things about this house. Anytime I think about moving, because We don't own that. That's a farm that's
Yeah.
back up to. And I'm like, I love it when you get up early in the morning and the sun's rising and it's so pretty.
Yeah, JV's next comment though, hashtag no curtains.
We have curtains. They're up here.
They always make fun of this.
Oh.
Curtains. So what, you sitting on the shitter next to the bath by the shower?
It's because there's not, you have them closed. They're supposed to be open. If they were open, you would realize they were curtains and not a shower curtain.
So Shannon, you already cracked the beer open, so what are you drinking over there?
Oh, Jesus. You
What do
know
you
what I'm
think?
The Miller Lite, going with the nice and easy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got, Todd?
This one is from Clown Shoes. Origin Story. IPA aged in bourbon barrels.
Yeah.
Oh, get that baby up there. I like that graphic on there.
I do
Yeah,
too.
that is a cool can.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
taller than a normal 16 ounce. I don't know.
Is it nitro?
It's not supposed to be. I don't think.
No. I was just thinking if it was extra tall because of space, but
It says 1 pint, 3.2 fluid ounce.
oh, 16, 19.2. You know, 19.2 is more common now because Sierra Nevada's been doing that for a while. New Belgium's been doing it for a while. Lagunitas, so that's becoming a new size. Don't want the full 22. You get this.
It's got a little story on the side there, but I'm not going to read it.
Yeah,
I'll put it
that's
up here in case anybody wants to pause it or something and read it later.
yeah. I don't know why they put those on cans. If people are just trying to get their beer.
It's a story?
No, if they put a,
Chapter one,
they-
Oh, so is there like different beers? in
Yeah,
the
this
chapter?
is-
oh, you know what that series is? I remember reading about that earlier this year. They're doing like a comic book series to the different cans. They
That's
signed
cool.
they signed a graphic artist for it.
Yeah, Origin Story, Chapter 1.
So did you just buy that like by itself, or did you get like a whole?
No, they just had the one. It was, so next time, Chapter 2.
Oh, so chapter 2's not out yet.
And that I haven't seen yet.
That's a pretty good marketing
So this
strategy.
one's 9.75 ounces.
Oh.
I mean, ABV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Wayne was right there asking what everybody was drinking too.
Which
Yeah.
I would have thought being aged in bourbon barrels, it might have been a little higher than that. But
What is it again?
9 points. This is weird. 9.75.
Yeah, you get some there. I mean, not all of them are like double digits. I mean,
No, I think bourbon barrel usually think they're double.
you just kind of feel like you feel like it should be. And then
To be honest with you, when I bought this, I didn't even realize. I didn't look at the can on the back to say Chapter 1, so I didn't even realize.
So you just saw that.
I
nice.
guess, yeah, for the most part.
Well,
The label caught his eye. Well, I'm going to actually check out this one here, which is the dry hop sour that I picked up from Aldi, just to see what this is going to taste like.
Oh, I saw you posted
5.2%. Yeah, $6.99 for a 4-pack of the sours. I was like, why not? Can't really go wrong.
So is it a sour or a sour IPA?
It was a dry hop sour ale.
Okay, well, it said the dry
So,
hop
yeah.
kind of made me think it might have been.
Yeah, no, they just dry hopped it to give it more of that hops on the back end. So it's a dry hopping as it goes into the final tank. They put the hops in there. You hate what?
that sound.
What sound?
The like when you
Pour
pour,
it into a
and the
glass?
air gets in, it kind of gulps.
You don't like that sound?
Aren't you supposed to like pour it onto the glass and then let it like
There's the color.
flow into it?
Looks dark.
Yeah.
It's green, but
Different styles of pouring, but usually it's like 45 to halfway, and then straighten it out and down the middle. So you get a head on there. So the head releases the carbonation, and you don't get all what you call them, way down and everything.
That looks
You
like
get-
a good beer.
This one, it's got a little
Yeah.
hazy, little golden yellow haziness on it.
It reminds me of the
Fuzzy.
Sun Cream Ale.
Oh, that's it.
That's what it looks like.
It's got that little funkiness being a sour ale, though. You can definitely get that coming out.
curious.
Oh, you get the sour.
It made your lips pucker.
It's like I get a little bit of like a baking soda type feel with it.
Ooh.
Definitely thinner. It's like, yeah, this is a cheap supermarket beer. So this is like one of the ones from Aldi's that really tastes like it's a cheap supermarket beer.
Yeah.
How much you say it was? $5.99.
$6.99 for the 4-pack. A little bit of an Alka-Seltzer type feel is in there.
Yuck.
But you're getting the sour. And I'll finish it. I mean,
I'm definitely
But
not going to run right out and buy any now.
No, it's almost like a tonic type feel to it as well. So yeah. But that's the life of being a beer drinker. You take these gambles.
Yeah.
And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but I've won most of the time, so I ain't complaining.
Do you like sours a lot? Like,
I do. I wouldn't say a lot, but they're one of the ones I actually prefer when they're done. I just actually got a review coming up on the Victory Twisted Monkey, which is a sour that they did on their Belgian ale. So that was actually really tasty. But yeah, I like a good sour.
It's hard. It's hard for me to drink a whole sour. Like, I mean, maybe if I tried, I'd get used to it. But like, if he has one, he'll let me taste it. And I'm like, pucker up. I'm like, there's no way in hell I could drink all that.
Yeah, sour things mess your stomach up, though.
Yeah, they do.
I would say it's not as astringent as some of the other ones I've had, or acidity as much of the other ones.
There's a few sours that come out. I just saw the Keg, which is our local liquor store here. I follow them on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
They had a big can released today of a bunch of new stuff. Hey, Erie.
What up, Erie? Yeah.
They had a bunch of new sours that come out. I was thinking some of them sounded pretty good. From that Humble Forager brewery that I've had several.
Oh, yeah. You've had those.
They had a few sours on that one. I was like, ooh, I might have to go check those out because they sounded good.
And if you guys haven't checked out, Erie's actually starting to upload stuff to her channel now. So make sure you subscribe to her channel, Erie Nicole Gaming. Watch her shoot teammates like us that are on her team.
Oh, Erie.
Go ahead.
I wanted to know how Erie's puppy is.
Storm's getting big. Storm barks every night we play just about now. He's really getting energy. You can tell he's getting energy and stuff.
Sounds like our dogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I said, well, you guys are feeding him, take care of him. That's why he's happy probably now. So compared to where he was. Ross said that's an awesome view out there. So he really digs the view.
Thank you.
So that's what Kansas looks like.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Indiana is pretty flat like Kansas.
All right, Toto.
No curtains sounds like an IPA to me. Oh, Davey said, "What's up, Erie? Cheers, Erie."
You would know.
Drinking a Tank 7 from Boulevard. Nice. Tank 7, a nice saison from Boulevard. I still got to get the tip your hat. I haven't gotten it yet. I think I'm going to go out this weekend and probably see if I find it. I saw Tom, the Beer Whisperer, did a review on it, but I haven't watched it yet because I don't want to be spoiled by it. But he uploaded a video about it today.
For which one? Oh, Tank 7?
Yeah, the Boulevard tip your hat.
Oh,
we talked about last week, yeah.
Someplace we could go this weekend if it's not like super crowded. It's Upland. I haven't been there yet.
Oh, you guys got an Upland spot down there now? Did they move, or is it just one of their new breweries?
They opened up a new one where our Buckheads used to be.
Right on the river.
Oh, that's very nice.
The Buckheads closed down, and then there was an Italian restaurant right next to it, and they bought both places. Only right now is the Buckheads location, or used to be Buckheads.
So they're going to put more over at the was it Tony Roma's or something?
No, it was oh dang.
I remember I had like all the.
That wasn't Tony Roma's.
It's not important.
Don't forget the name of it. It was just a local place.
Nice.
Yeah, so the brewery is in there, and they got of course, like Buckhead. They have great outdoor seating right on the river.
Yeah, our Buckheads look just like your Buckheads when we went to Cincy.
Yeah.
The place right next to it, but I don't really know what they're going to do there. I don't know if one's just going to be a restaurant, or maybe I read that wrong and they didn't actually buy that one. But I think they did. I think they got them both. They're like right there next to each other.
I mean, it could be outdoors, like they're doing with Ryan Geist and they're doing with Braxton and all the places. Yeah. So, but yeah, our Buckhead, that's still open. I haven't been there for a while, though, obviously, with everything taking place. Maybe go there this weekend. You get fat at that place with them damn rolls they give you.
Oh, they had good fried green tomatoes.
Yeah. Can I get you something to eat? No, I'm good. Just bring me another basket of rolls and I'm good to go. I'll eat these all day long. Yeah.
That's a place I kind of wish we still had, even though we haven't been there.
When
last time
we never.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Me and Mom used to go there all the time, but after like.
Which I don't know why they just.
Because it was always on the river and it was busy.
It was always crowded.
Yeah, their food's pretty decent. So.
Yeah, once you're married for so long, it's like we're not sitting here for an hour waiting. Like when you first start dating, it's like, oh yeah, we'll just sit here and talk. And now we're like, if it's over 20 minutes, we're moving on.
Engaged, and now you're like,
Yeah.
We talking about getting food. Or we talking about having sex.
Whatever.
Oh yeah. Let's see. How you amazing fellas? Hey, Wayne, how are you? The TNS's camera is shaking so bad. I thought he was showing us an earthquake malt liquor. Oh, you probably bumped it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm aggressive.
Oh, they might be doing something under the table, JV, but you pointed it out now.
I'm doing something under the table. I'm doing something under the table, and he's acting like this. I'm not doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Enjoying the night, calm, quiet, and beer time. There you go. And if you guys haven't checked out Wayne yet, make sure to check out Wayne's channel over there. Doing some great stuff. JV says, love sour beer. Awesomeness. And Alka-Seltzer isn't great taste for beer. Just saying. Yeah, it's not. It's something that you would get occasionally in beers. At least that's how I'll describe some of the beers. It's kind of got that fizz to it, like an Alka-Seltzer. So,
which I guess is why it's at Aldi.
It's highly carbonated. Girl, I don't throw away a beer unless it's like a shandy. I'm in for the haul.
No beer left behind.
This is called building up endurance. It's all part of training.
Unless it's a Four Loko.
Yeah, yeah.
Then your gut's like, no, you have to pour this out or it's going to be bad.
I had to call the race. I'm going to call it right now. I'm out.
Remember when we had the
Mad Dog.
The Mad Dog, yeah. That night, and I had that Four Loko. I was like,
you had. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't drink yours either.
No, but that can's about 45 foot tall.
So did you just you couldn't finish it, or you didn't like it?
I poured most of it. It was a little bit of both. I didn't want to finish it, and it wasn't good.
That was all we did a malt beverage episode. Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all tricked me because I thought Mad Dog 2020 was a malt liquor. I'm like, why am I drinking Mad Dog 2020 and it's not even a malt liquor?
You wanted to try it though to see if you liked it from when you were back younger. Yeah.
It didn't work.
Then you started regretting the choices you made back then.
Awful. I just took one drink and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Now you know why it's a gas station for $3.99.
Some things you just leave on the shelf.
Yeah, inflation did not affect Mad Dog 2020 because it's still the same price as it was when I was in high school.
You might want to buy up all those bottles you can though and use it to replace gasoline.
What if a guy was a time traveler and he came to 2020, saw how bad it was going to be, so he went back to kind of warn us by naming it 2020, thinking we'd catch on. Alka-Seltzer beer sounds like a hangover brew. I don't usually get a hangover, but I can get through it. And I'll have to subscribe. You're Nicole Gaming. There you go. Spoil rotten and will grab you by the pants leg as you
try to leave.
Poor baby.
Yeah. Oh. That's because he's probably getting love now. He wasn't getting love before on the side of the road. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't leave me.
Oh my gosh.
She was probably afraid
I wish I could find
getting left behind again.
I wish I could find some poor animal on the side of the road that needed a home.
There's some, but some you can't bring home. They're not pets.
I see all kinds of pets on TikTok, like raccoons and possum and chipmunks. Oh my God. There's this one monkey. Oh my God. It's so adorable.
We got something living back here under Joe's shed back there. It's a gopher or something. He's been coming out every day.
Why haven't you told me about this?
Because I was coming to get you the other day, and by the time I got up and you got into the bedroom, it was already gone. Yeah, he's always out there by the garden or whatever.
You gotta watch the gopher though. It'll tear up your grass. You need to get a couple snakes out there to take care of that.
Yeah, he ain't gonna mess with us when he's got all that out there. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a gopher or groundhog. I don't know what it's.
Oh, groundhogs are the cutest.
I couldn't really tell. It was further away. I just knew it wasn't like a possum or raccoon or anything. It was big old fat.
We need to get some more binoculars. He bought me binoculars for my birthday because my mom used to have them when I was growing up when they lived out on the farm or they have some land. And so he bought me some. So because we get deer and other animals back there, and then we put it on the windowsill when the dogs jumped up and chewed them up. But some more.
Yeah.
It'd be like night vision.
When I come home, he gets all excited. Makes me pick him up. The cats are still not a fan.
Well, cats aren't a fan of everybody.
Cats are mean.
They're not all mean.
Yeah, Boulevard does have some awesome brews for sure.
Yeah, JV, it's definitely a brewery that's nobody really thinks of.
Get all there since we're close to Missouri. Yeah. To tip your hat, I want to get that one for the baseball beer. I'm trying to get that. Like I said, if I see it this weekend.
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look for it.
I mean, it just came out. Like I said, Tom's only the first person I saw on YouTube that did a video about it thus far. Hey, Vanessa. Cheers.
What's going on, Vanessa?
Hey, Vanessa and Toff, but then she said Todd. Oh, cheers to Vanessa from Blake. Hello. What are you talking about, Erie? Who picked you up? Erie Nicole Gaming is the best COD channel. Still not Le Champion. Cheers, Vanessa. Hope you're doing well. Vanessa, be right back. JV, hang on. You buy me a new shirt asking for a friend. Little Sally, no one. JV's. Where's EB at? He picked you up, right? Hashtag single life. I'm the roller champion. Don't be hating. Boo, go to Nuketown. LMFAO. God, Blake just loves Nuketown. That's his favorite map on there.
What's Nuketown?
Nuketown. I guess it's on Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's one of the maps on Call of Duty. Let me ask the Magic 8 Ball. Blake TV is saying don't count on it.
Survey says.
Well, if you go to Armada Strike, Blake. You guys having a Call of Duty map battle? Mad Dog 2020 is outdated now. I need to pick up some Mad Dog 2021.
Mad Dog 2020 did me wrong. I'm not repeating it. Even after
it does everybody wrong. It's just we don't realize till we're older that it did us wrong. Yeah. Mad Dog 2020 and Fort Loco for getting drunk and making bad decisions on the cheap. Yeah.
Gee, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's
$5 get you all kinds of crazy on those. If you could find them.
Those are just terrible choices. Well, Erie.
Iron guts, what it'll do.
He went to the store. He just got back. All right, there he goes.
Make you an iron gut.
Yeah. What's up, EB? Cheers, homie.
What's up, Alan?
EB out there crushing over 50,000 subs now. So great job to him out there. We're all proud of you, of course. So
no, we are
rocking. Vodka shots? There's no bad time for vodka shots, is there? Yeah, cheers, EB. Your wife is out trolling me. Help. EB, cheers, dude. Yeah. Yeah, so this week I put a thing on. I actually went over 2,000 uploads. It didn't seem like I had that many uploads on the channel, but that's a lot of uploads the time I've done this channel, which is kind of crazy. It's a few. And I've seen some YouTubers come and go for sure. So it's
what's uploads like
when you put the video on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or content of some sort, whatever. So
you've put up 2,000 videos? Is that what it is?
Since time of having this channel, yeah.
Damn. That's a lot.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I didn't realize it was. I mean, I knew it was getting up there, but I've had the channel for just over 6 years now. So
wow. I'm just not. I wouldn't be dedicated enough. I'm just not like. I do what I feel like doing, and I know I would be like, some days I just wouldn't be consistent with anything, so I would fail.
Well, you have days you just build stuff ahead and everything. You do videos and then put them up, but but I've seen people that get a fraction of that, and it's like they quit or whatever, or people that have more.
Yeah,
I mean, you just over that period of time, just to see the different people come and go has been interesting, and seeing the early videos versus now, it's kind of just a difference. Yeah. But I'm going to have a series or a special about that coming up on the channel. Let me see here. Blake's at EB. Your wife wants to roll Nuketown. Blake is so hooked in the COD right now.
That's almost 5.5 years worth if you were to do one video a day. Consistent.
Yeah.
every day for almost
wow.
5.5 years.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
when you think of it, yeah, that's well, when I get into something, I usually go all in. So not surprised on that part as much as just I didn't expect it. I mean, it was just like, bam, there you are, 2000. So, and I got to think a couple of the guys. I mean, there's people that are ahead of me, like Matt from Massive. Matt from Massive. I think it's like I don't want to say he's like 2,500 or 3,000. I don't know if he's at the 3,000 level, but someone like Greg from Greg's Beer Reviews, he's got like a ton up there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those guys number their videos. I don't number my videos, so they just sent me a thing. But like Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, he's got to be close because we started around the same time, and he's pretty much there. If he's not there yet, he's about to be there. Craig from Camp Beer Reviews is probably up there as well. So
Craig from the UK?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
easy.
Craig.
Now I say Craig, you get all excited, relax.
Smile comes out.
Yeah.
The blushing starts a little.
The voice went up a little bit. I'm just saying.
My voice may go up, but I'm not gonna fucking blush.
Yeah, he's going to do a live tomorrow. He asked me if I want to join that, but at 3 Eastern, his channel will be doing a live stream. So if you guys want to check him out there, I probably won't get in that early if I get on, but he's always great to do videos with.
Live streaming work at the same time. Why not?
Well, yeah, it is a Friday. Only bad time for vodka shots is at work. But even then at work, is it really? I mean, depending on what you're doing. I mean, yeah, if you're a surgeon or a pilot, I wouldn't advise doing shots.
Yeah.
But if you're just picking up the trash, I mean, well, if you got to drive the trash truck, I guess you really don't want to do it either.
Yeah.
Or if you're the guy hanging onto the back and riding around the neighborhood.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, yeah, because you'll fall off there too,
Yeah,
possibly.
you
No,
won't
you
Yeah.
won't fall off.
I mean, I want to drink it.
You won't fall off.
Do they actually still do that? I don't think they even do that anymore. Do they?
Our Rumpkeys is just one person does the whole thing now.
Yeah, because they got
Yeah.
the claws that come out and
Yeah.
empty it for you now. So
Yeah, you won't want to do shots if you're a window cleaner either. I mean, up on a high rise, that would not be good.
I wonder if those guys get paid good because I'm like,
if you're in New York City or something,
Yeah.
you have to, I would think.
I think that.
You think there's just one guy assigned to like a great big sky rise? By the time he gets done, he's got to start all over again and go right back
no,
up.
there has to be 2 for safety reasons. Like,
I mean, I think
yeah,
so.
there has
Yeah.
to be 2.
There's usually 2 when they're 2 or 3, but they usually make good money because of the risk in it. But it's like to be up there, like here, like our office that we had in Cincinnati was on the 18th floor,
Oh.
and then there was probably like 10 or 11 more floors above us. But it's kind of like, I don't know. I guess from the inside, you like to have them clean, but from the outside, nobody's looking in because you're so high up. I was like, do we really need them up here that much? But with birds and stuff flying around and
Yeah.
shit on the windows, I guess you probably do need them. So
There's a Humana building, Humana office building, like the hospital or insurance, whatever Humana, right next to the Yum Center. It's probably only, I don't know, 15 stories,
I have
maybe,
no idea.
maybe not even that tall. But they're always cleaning the windows on that thing.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, but every day there's always you can see. But by the time I go through there, it's probably past their time of working.
But that's good. They don't need to do that, but they're employing those people to do
Always
it.
see
So
like a crane.
Yeah. Well, last year the U.S. Bank
Scaffolding,
building here, they had the wind blew out the cart or whatever, so they had to rescue like 2 of the guys that were hanging. So now you know why they have those harnesses on. Because if it wasn't for that, they'd have been down on the ground, not in a good way.
yeah.
Yeah. But Wayne, area. But y'all can barely roll tires. Would think you're either gonna roll new town. Blake knows how to roll one thing. I'm sure he's very good at.
And ain't no doubt in that. He's a champion for sure.
Heck yeah, you were rocking it, Rod. That's the work. Yeah. Upload is like when you put up curtains. Download is like when you guys did take them down. That's funny, JB.
He's pretty good.
It's clever.
He is clever. Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, here he said, but he can roll a joint. Oh, me see. But can he though? He packs a bowl. That's another point there, EB. Yeah, he does pack the bowl. He doesn't really roll the joint. Maybe he has no rolling skills.
He's the lazy man smoking it.
I did not even know that you could smoke pot in a pipe.
What do you mean you didn't know that?
I associated a pipe with like crack and stuff. So my brother dated a girl, and we were having a party, and somebody was like, "Has anybody got any pot?" My brother brought some over, and he had a pipe, and I'm like, "Why would anybody ever roll a joint if you can smoke it like this?"
Yeah, well, the pipes came after. I mean, joints were first, so yeah. But nowadays, most people have a bowl or they have the pipe or whatever it may be. There's some fancy ones. See, if you look at Beer Man's got some fancy ones on the stuff that he does. So
what's a bowl?
Like a bowl like you.
It's got the big long tube.
Like a bong?
Kind of.
We get the bong
like
there, yeah. Depending where you get terminology for it, I mean. Yeah. I'm not automatically in the pothead circles. I'm just kind of an associate member that knows about them.
Guilty by association.
I'm not you got to ask Blake or Beer Man. They're like full-fledged, members. They're like running their own chapters.
They have their own card.
I mean, a bowl sounds like something you would share with like everybody.
Well, you puff fast when you do a joint, so you could share the bowl too. Well,
yeah, but I mean, a bowl sounds more efficient if you're sharing.
Well, you share the bong as well, so.
Yeah.
It's from the bong, Cypress Hill.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh. Is that a doorbell? Oh, just a 9 o'clock barking.
Might as well be. Our daughter just come in.
So. But he said, "See you, EB." If you already checked out Raj's new podcast, well, thank you, JV. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's something that I may put on the channel each week. I hadn't decided yet, but on the podcast channels, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Amazon, I upload through Podomatic, but it gets syndicated through all the different channels. That's actually something I do each week now. So on Wednesdays, I'll put a podcast out, which is different than how I do it here. It's kind of like a bullet point type show. I talk about different beer stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, if you want me to look at putting on the channel, let me know as well. I may just start including it here as well. Does he pick it, pack it? Does he pick it, pack it, fire it up, and come along and take a hit from the bong? That was good, Erie. Hit from the bong.
Is that a song, or are we doing that one thing where people were making songs that one night?
It's Cypress Hill. I told you, Cypress Hill.
Oh, Cypress Hill.
It gets shining out more.
Down the road.
Blake's got 3,000 Friday night throwdowns. Oh, hey, Paul's in the house. What is going on? Cheers, buddy. It's been a while. Hopefully, all is going well, my friend. Link TV. If you don't know Paul at PA Brew News, make sure to check him out. Cheers. Cheers. Dee Dee's in the house. What's going on, Dee Dee? What up, Rod? Hey, Todd, Shannon and Todd. What a long day of work today, but I have enough gas to play them golf tomorrow. And the weekend, Monday might be a sick day or working day.
What's up, Dee Dee?
Tea time, 8:15.
For sure. Every Friday.
Every Friday's golfing.
I love nothing enough to get out of bed that early.
Bargain, love you guys. Oh, cheers. Cheers, Brother Blake. How's it going? P. Brew News. Cheers. Unless you have a death wish, LOL, then you don't mind cleaning windows drunk. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the best idea. Cheers, Wayne. I wish I was skinny and I had no double D's. Only drink I can think of. Cheers to be any good movies lately? Nothing on my end of late.
Movies?
Any good movies?
Yeah, he was asking EB any good movies as well. They're getting about movies, but that we were talking, was it last week or the week before? We were talking about different movies and stuff, and him and EB written off.
Both weeks, actually.
Yeah.
Last week, too.
Yeah. I got a different question. I got a different question for this week for later on.
Last week was what movie you watched if you're just laying around. do it, and it comes on or whatever.
Yeah, it was like the lazy movie, like comes on and you're laying on the couch and you just watch it anyway.
Which I came across one last night and totally did that.
What was it?
I was watching House Party.
I haven't seen that in ages.
Me either. As I saw it, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll see parties. They started doing their dance and singing and stuff, and they had, and I was like, okay, so now I was like locked in. I was in.
Who plays in that?
Kid and Play and Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
Was it the first one that you were watching? The first one's pretty good.
The only bad thing is they cut out the
naughty parts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it was on regular.
I don't know, the hood rats or whatever you want to call the dudes that were trying to get them at the.
Mm-hmm.
They were bleeping out the cuss words, but they'd still let them say like pussy and stuff. They're like, I smell pussy, and called them dicks, and they were fine. But everything else they would like not.
Yeah, I mean, I find the word pussy more offensive than any cuss word.
And it was on. I don't know if it's on.
I mean, I don't find it real offensive, but I just think it's more offensive than.
I don't know if it was on BET, but it was a cable network that was showing commercials and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen some where sometimes they'll let some stuff go, and other ones they'll like beep it out, and it's like, but he's let the other one go there. Yeah.
But then I totally forgot that Craig's dad from Friday was in it.
Oh, John Witherspoon. Yeah.
I forget he comes to the window like people coming in because they're making so much noise.
Yeah.
Getting on him, I start cracking. That dude always cracks me up every time I see him. I just start laughing.
Yeah, which Robin Harris was in it. He was I'm trying to think, Play's dad. And he was like supposed to stay in the house, and he snuck out. He was going everybody came to the party. He was messing with all the kids there and stuff. If you ever see his old stand-up, he's one of the best stand-ups, from comedians back then. He's been hilarious on stuff.
He's funny too.
He just one. He was talking about going to church in South Central for the first time. And he was in the church, and he's like, you're going to the South Central church. It ain't what you think it's going to be. You mean? And he was talking about how he went in there, and it was just like people would have guns on their hip or everything like that. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the service, the preacher stops, and he shoots his gun in there. And he's like, I want to know which one of you guys called my piccolo player a motherfucker. and he's like, I want to know which one. And he's like, Mr. Preacher Man, he's like, I didn't call your piccolo player motherfucker. I'm not even the man next to the man that called your piccolo player motherfucker. I'm not even the man next to the man next to the man that called your piccolo player motherfucker. I'm not even the man next to the man next to the man next to the man that did that. All I said is, who said that motherfucker is a piccolo player?
Piccolo player.
But he has like a funny routine on a lot of stuff that he does. I mean, he was one of the up and coming ones, and he was in the Spike Lee movie Fight the Power. He was a Sweet Dick Willie in that movie, and he died like I want to say mid-90s. But I got one of his performances on vinyl. That's one of the vinyl records I have. Is when he did a stand-up. It was classic.
Ooh, Rod called it a vinyl. We always make fun of my daughter.
No, I said on vinyl. It's still a record. It's just on vinyl. I don't call them just straight vinyls. That's Z or Y or millennial or whoever. Huh?
There's a difference between a record and a vinyl?
Well, records were on vinyl. So when you say record, it's already on vinyl. It's kind of built into when you say record. Young kids. They
don't call them records anymore.
Yeah, now these call them vinyl. But when we say record, we already knew the vinyl was included because that's what made it a record. Now they just say vinyl, but
now that's the hip terminology.
Yeah, our daughter wanted a record player or whatever it's called now for Christmas, and so now she's like, I want this vinyl or that vinyl. I'm like, that's a record, right? Like, just because you're calling it a vinyl doesn't mean it's not a record.
Yeah, I got one of the Prince Purple Rain releases when it came out as a single. It was with Purple Rain on one side and God on the other. And it's a purple record. There was like limited release on it. I said, that's got to be worth something out there.
Nice.
So, yeah.
We got her. We brought a bunch of not a bunch, but a handful of my, some of the records that my mom still had left over as my dad's like old Elvis records.
Oh wow! I got at my mom's house. I think I still got Elvis's last album, the one he did in Madison Square Garden before he died. I think it was the last album recorded.
It was 3 or 4 Elvis records, and then there was a Village People.
Hey, everybody likes the YMCA, you know.
Yeah,
They do.
I forget what the other one.
It's like God. I used to cater at school when we did weddings, and it was like, oh my God, YMCA again. Like every wedding, they played YMCA. Like none of these people are working out that much to be at the YMCA, but yet here we are.
Yeah, I'm like, how did that become a song?
Well, YMCA is where gay guys used to meet up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense now.
And in the Navy. But
Oh.
Yeah. It's not clicking. No.
Wow.
we do like get Shannon out more.
Wow.
Not saying all Navy guys are.
Like, how old was you when? How old was that when I realized that in the Navy and YMCA?
Not saying all Navy guys are gay, or not saying all YMCA people are gay. I'm just saying.
That was the perception back
Maybe
then.
that's where they go.
No, back then they did actually. They did have, back then supposedly that's where a lot of them did hook up. But yeah, back when in the 70s they had bathhouses and stuff. So.
Yeah.
That was like pretty popular. The YMCA was something there too, I guess. But it is what it is. You gotta know where the club is, I guess, for whatever you're after.
It's funny though because all the gay men like the YMCA, and it's the Young Men's Christian Association. But that's what it
stands for. I didn't know that. I didn't know that stood for that. But you know what?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know the C was for Christian. But then again, if it's a Christian association. Just saying, I'm not surprised. It could have been Catholic Association. I'm not surprised.
I would, yeah. Oh, I'm not surprised by any of it.
There ain't nobody looking.
We're all volunteer people here. We're not doing anything bad in here.
We're okay.
For some reason, Usher popped in my head. These are my confessions.
Oh boy.
Let me see here. He said, haven't watched movies or TV in so long. Yeah, it's hard to keep up on stuff. I was going to watch the Mayans season finale was this week. I went to go put it in.
Caught up on that.
Yeah. I did. It's 2 hours, so I can't watch this right now. So I'll watch
that the other night. I was like, why is this on past 11 o'clock?
Yeah, it's been such a good show.
Confused about what's happening.
Well, you don't watch it.
No, we watched the first few episodes.
We watched two episodes this season, and we got a backlog.
Yeah, the first season, I was in and I understood what was happening, and then I don't know if it was because there was a span of time between the seasons, and then when it came back on, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
You guys will like it this season because they have some Sons of Anarchies in there as well. So,
well, if Jax isn't there, then I'm not worried about it.
I don't even know who Jax is. Which one is Jax? I never watched it. I never watched Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, you need to see who
he was. The main guy.
The main guy.
Started watching Sons of Anarchy only because she thought he was going to be the lead dude in.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, 50. No, I watched Sons of Anarchy, and then the only reason I was going to watch 50 Shades of Grey was because.
Oh, I thought you watched that because you knew he was going to be in it. You just wanted to see who he was or what he was.
No, and then he backed out of it. And so I did watch 50 Shades of Grey. And then when I did, it was the reason I read 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Shades of Grey
it was awful. Awful. It was horrible.
When did they make 3 of those?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a sex movie that women were all getting all together to see and stuff?
The books came out first. And everybody's like, read this. And I mean, I like some
it really wasn't even
erotic literature.
It really wasn't
but when I read the book, I was like, okay, this is great. But it would be like fucking every chapter would take up half of the chapter with the sex. And I'm like,
oh, in the book?
Yes. I'm like, we need to balance out
that a bad thing?
They left all that out of the book. I don't know if they did.
Yeah, but I was just like.
I never saw it.
A lot better movie had they left that in there.
They did.
Who wrote the story? Was it a guy? Was it a man that wrote the story or a woman?
A woman.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But the movie was just, I mean, if it wasn't so had to be rated R, if it was
NC-17,
like porn, then it might have been a good movie. But
they could have made it like NC-17.
Well, they were trying to get they trying to get the dollars, so that's why they needed an R rating probably.
Yeah. It They wanted all the viewers they could to make up for their
I don't even
make
think,
up the money for the shit.
Well, when they did Showgirls, they made money off of it. So that was NC-17.
Yeah.
Showgirls. Oh my God, that was fucking awful.
Yeah. It wasn't.
But that captured the old enough guys that knew that Jesse Spano played in.
Listen, a lot of the guys are going because it had the chick from Saved by the Bell.
Oh, but it would have made way more money if Tiffany Amber Thiessen would have been this.
Oh shit!
Yeah, everybody loved Kelly Kapowski.
Everybody would be like, "It was
way more
who
than
cares
Jesse
what
Spano.
the plot was for that?"
Yeah.
But
striptease, because they had Showgirls and then they had striptease with Demi Moore.
Yeah, that was like Demi and Burt Reynolds and them, but that wasn't like going to be like Showgirls. That was just like a.
But it was still about a stripper. I mean, that was a decent movie. I didn't mind that movie.
Well, I mean, it was all right. It had some funny part, but
except for her big fake tits were so obvious. I'm like, at least get a good plastic surgeon, so they don't look like you can tell somebody
that was what, in the 90s?
Yeah, but I'm just like.
I'm sure all the guys are saying that too. You need a new plastic surgeon.
This movie would have been good had her tits looked real.
No, I must have missed that. I must have missed that on Siskel's review.
They don't have to look real, but they need to look like they're human.
For real?
No.
Well,
I'm just saying,
they look so fake.
Yeah, they don't look like somebody took
need to bounce a little bit.
Volleyballs and just shove them up underneath your skin and then touch your chins.
Sticking right up here.
Right,
you can't move. No matter if you bounce or not.
I think men like a little softness, and they were looked like they were just hard.
A little tenderness.
Why am I even fucking saying these things?
This is what you do.
I'm giving you the floor, so.
This is what you do.
When JV said you fall from one of those window washing harness, you'll have more than a window clean again. That would be a bad way to start the day for sure for that person that do cleanup. I'm not even down the comments right now. I can't even imagine what's probably being typed down there, but I'm trying to get there. Shannon, come to the dark side.
What's the dark side?
The weed. The weed.
Oh, weed. Edibles scared me a little bit.
She's been there and back already. You ain't got,
edibles is
but edibles is different because edibles, you don't realize you're supposed to wait. You just eat them. I don't feel anything. You keep eating and eating. It's the first time when people usually do them. And then you get hit and you're like, oh, shit.
I'm going to die tonight.
Yeah.
Paranoia sets in.
Hopefully they pass it here so we can grow our own. Yeah, I would love for it. We're looking at Kentucky to get it passed for recreational.
Yeah, I wish it would.
Bowl of Lucky Charms. You know what Erie told me, JV, yesterday? Erie said she does not like Lucky Charms.
What?
And she didn't like the marshmallow. I think the marshmallow was the best part of it, Lucky Charms.
You know the first place I ever saw where you could just buy Lucky Charm marshmallows only? Jungle Gyms.
Oh, Jungle Gyms. I was thinking Trader, but Jungle Gyms.
You're
right, yeah.
Plastic. Didn't Heather?
Yeah, Heather
bought
it
one time. It was just nothing but marshmallows from Lucky Charms.
I mean,
this is genius.
I mean, Lucky Charms is kind of like Cheerios with the marshmallows.
That's what I'm saying. If you take the marshmallows out, you just got funny shaped Cheerios, is what I'm going to tell you. So you need the Lucky Charms to make it Lucky Charms. Don't like the marshmallows. Nothing I've magically delicious ways.
Magically delicious. But say it, Rod. Say it, Rod, how they say it in the commercial.
Magically delicious. The Better Paul's announced. What is up, Middle Fruit? Cheers, my friend. We got Canadian Paul and American Paul. Oh, let's see here. Tasted the fruitcake today. I told my brother he needs to let it age. Today's aged a month. Tasty. Well, there you go. I'm not a fruitcake type person, although I get it in some of the beers when I drink some of the bigger barley wines.
My dad used to love fruitcake. He'd be the only one in the house that eat it, though.
He's probably the only person I've ever met that actually likes fruitcake.
He did like fruitcake.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, he liked fruitcake.
I think. Well, I know he liked persimmon pudding. Are you getting those confused?
No, I'm pretty sure it's fruitcake. Because it's you buy that fruitcake at that time of year that was on the shelf, and it was like a brick. You could throw it through the window, and I swear it'd break. But he loved this stuff.
I feel like that's the most passive-aggressive Christmas gift you can get anybody.
Fruitcake?
Not if it was Dad. He would like that.
Yeah,
He'd be like, oh.
I feel like if somebody gave me gave me fruitcake, I'm questioning our friendship.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
Passive-aggressive. It's like, here's a gift, but I hate you.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Except for if my dad got it, he'd be like, oh, thank you so much. I love this stuff. You're the best.
Yeah.
JBL neutral can take my job, middle fruit. You got a competition. Smash that like you. All right. Well, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I watched Conjuring 2 this week. How'd you like that, Rod? I'm trying to think if I've seen Conjuring 2. I've seen the first Conjuring. I didn't watch the Annabelle movie. I missed that one with the doll.
Yeah.
But I've seen another one. I saw the other one they had done too. There was like another one they did, but I don't think I've seen the Conjuring 2. The two people that do the acting, they're pretty good at it.
You know, I think comes out tomorrow is Quiet Place 2. Or
I thought that already came out.
No, it was supposed to come out last year.
Oh.
And then the pandemic hit. So they didn't. You only know this because Emily Blunt was on Howard Stern.
She was?
2 days ago, yeah.
Oh.
And I didn't know she was married to Jim from Office.
I
Yeah.
know.
He's the one that wrote that and produced it.
Oh, The Quiet Place?
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
No. Yeah, he's in the first one.
Out either tomorrow or next Friday, but I don't know if it's gonna be streaming. I know it's at the movies, but I don't know if you can stream it too or not.
I'm sure you can. I don't think anybody's making any money putting it in the theater. So,
but
$20.
Not when they're half closed. I think streaming movies now, like HBO Max and stuff like that's gonna be the new thing to go to.
Yeah, I still gotta watch Mortal Kombat. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch that this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. We only have it until like the 20-something.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that this weekend. There was something else I was gonna watch. I can't remember. Did you guys watch Godzilla versus King Kong yet?
No.
That was actually pretty decent. Wasn't I actually I like Skull Island better, but
you liked what better?
Skull Island.
That was on last night too on regular TV.
I've never seen that.
TBS or something. To be honest with you, I haven't seen any of those Godzilla or King Kong movies.
Just doesn't sound appealing.
You never liked watching Godzilla or King Kong movies?
I've never watched them, I don't think.
Ever? Like even the old school one back in the 80s?
The old ones, that's
that was pretty good.
Want to watch the new ones.
Yeah. The Skull Island I really liked. Godzilla King of the Monsters. That one was decent. It was better than the one he did with Matthew Broderick. So
maybe I have. Was The Rock in one of them?
No, Rock was in the one they made off the video game.
Jumanji.
No, not that.
What am I thinking of? Because I remember, or Godzilla.
But he wasn't Jumanji, but it was another one they did from the video.
Rampage.
Rampage.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that was an old video game that he did a movie off of.
And like Godzilla and King Kong in it or whatever.
Although I'm waiting to see him do Black Adam when that comes out. That looks like that's going to be pretty good too.
What is it?
Black Adam. He's playing like the anti-Shazam type character. Like he's an anti-hero. So it's a comic book character.
I love anti-heroes.
Or DC. Let me see here. Vanessa, yeah, she met the Warrens back in 76 as well. I'm like an elephant. I never forget. EB, I still want to ride in your Tesla pickup. Yeah. Yeah, what's that? Elon talking about like don't buy Tesla or something. He was saying some crazy stuff. Was like, I know he screwed.
We're just not close enough.
Yeah, you just can't see it.
Screwed up with the Bitcoin market. Speaking of clean windows, look at Todd and Shannon's. No streaks of grime. 100 out of 100. Yeah.
But thanks, JV. Yeah. Hard to keep them clean when you got a gray on it. Sticks their nose and licks them up and down the window.
Yeah, she's.
The time the Cybertruck comes out would be all in our late 80s. It's like better late than never. Cheers, bow to you. Paul, if Elon don't shut up, they won't be able to sell Teslas by the time.
Right.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't checked out EB's video, EB did a video talking about that as well. So make sure you check out his reaction to that.
That reminds me of a TikTok I saw today. What was the Holderness family or whatever? The one that he does a video. He did a video is driving a Tesla and he's pulling up behind all these people in a big old long line of gas. He's like, oh, I got a Tesla. I don't have to get gas. I got a Tesla. I don't have to get gas. I'm good. It was just funny, like everybody making fun of all the gas. It's like, I'll go get it because I don't have to, I don't have to pay for gas. I can drive and get it. I'm good.
Ooh, but what if this whole thing? What if Elon Musk did the hacking for the pipeline so people would buy the electric cars?
Well,
that would make sense.
But that'd be kind of going against our country. You probably get arrested.
Well,
I don't know. He was on Saturday Night Live Saturday.
Yeah.
Dude he's odd.
Yeah. I didn't watch any Saturday Night Live, but he is an odd character.
Like, I know he's like smart and way out there, but it's like just the way he talked almost.
He's autistic, I think.
Well, that makes sense.
Not autistic. He's Asperger's. Well, I guess Asperger's is one autistic left thing, isn't it? Yeah, I guess.
He's on the spectrum. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he kind of acted just seemed kind of like. He just seemed really uncomfortable sometimes.
Well, he has him and his. I don't know if he's married, but he has a baby with this girl.
No, he's married. Now he's been married. Like,
yeah, and they named this baby like these letters.
XY.
Yeah, there was
they made fun of that.
no actual name. It was just like a bunch of symbols.
It was like an XI0Y0 something weird. I didn't know that. But okay, if I saw that though, I did watch something. I was like, this might be the most awkward like.
I gotta think the parents know how they can traumatize their kid by names they choose.
Well, I'm sure the kid's never gonna go to school. He's probably have private tutors and.
But now that you say that, it made total sense because he just seemed. I was kind of watching. I was like, it just kind of seemed awkward. Like he didn't seem like. I don't know. Just it was weird. It was just weird. But that makes sense though. Now
it's just odd.
Now seeing it, I've been like, okay, so I understand why he's kind of acting that way. But.
I mean, that's the old records are actually wax. I don't know about the records I have are vinyl. Now, maybe before that, going back to the 78s, they might be wax tubes. Those are some older. You guys ever see 78s? Like maybe your grandparents? My grandparents had 78s.
What is a 78?
Records, there's 433, there's 45. There's another
so like a little record and a big record?
Well, the 78 is like the 33, but it's a different type of however they set it up. But there were 78s before there were 33s. It was a different set, and some of the old stereos would have a 78 setting on it.
I've heard of the 33s, but I've never heard of the 78.
Yeah.
So did this happen after 8 tracks or before 8?
Oh, it was before. No, this is going back to like when they first started making records, like in the 30s or whatever.
It's really all in the
20s, whenever.
It's all in the speed that you play them, really. Is all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it affects the speed of how you play them, but like the Brother Where Art Thou, when they go to sing into the tin can, make the record, like that's like a 78. Like it would have been like a 78 back then. Yeah.
But most 45s you think of are like the small.
Yeah, and the pain in the ass of the 45s is if you lost that little disc.
Yeah.
With a big hole in the middle. Yeah, that would be a pain in the ass.
To put on
when you couldn't find it, you try to balance it in there. You try to balance it, and it's just wiggling. You're like, you better stay there. You better.
I think the first record I ever had was a 45, and it was the
Cheers,
Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. Say.
Oh, that's a good one.
As a 45, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got the that was on the Thriller album. So I got that downstairs as well.
I can't get it. Oh, I got it.
Vinyl windows are nice too.
I'm slipping.
2 Pauls here, JV. Focus, man. Yeah, what's up, Jeremy? Cheers. Rod J loves the YMCA. No.
You're shaking.
No. I was Gold's Gym, man. Cheers.
He's going to break out the dance here in a little bit.
That was my friend. Just chill. One more day of work tomorrow to the weekend and ready for the weekend. Indeed. Yeah, I had to take off Monday this weekend. These 5-day weeks are killing me, so I took off Monday. But
you was overdue for one.
Yeah, I was.
Poor buddy.
But it's tax day anyway, so I got to take that extra day for tax day.
Downstairs, but I can.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm off when I'm not, because I work every other weekend, but on my weekends off, I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
nice.
It's
always great.
I love the feeling on like Thursday when I get off of work. I know I've got it's the best feeling. I'm like, I wish I could feel like this every day, because when I get in my car and I'm coming home, I'm like, 3-day weekend.
Yeah, that's a nice feeling to have. How you know so much, Rod? Hey, a lot of time as a kid in the libraries growing up, which a lot of kids don't use anymore nowadays. I mean, they use them some, but they don't go there much like we used to go back in the day. Like,
well, that's what my daughter, she got her license, and then she was like, me and my friend are going to go to the library. And I'm like, for what? I'm like, you have Google, or, you know, you have the whole internet. What the hell are you going to the library for? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, I was just thinking like, well, maybe they just want to go hang out, you know, and they didn't have any place to hang out. So they did go, because like in our town, we have a little library, and like all the yearbooks from our high school are there. So she was like, you know, asking me if I was in the yearbook, and I was like, I didn't turn my senior picture in. Like, you know, I was just a shit show. So like, I'm not worried about that.
I didn't even get my yearbook senior year. I was out. I'm like, I'm out.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
I could have got it. I could have got the yearbook. I could have got the class ring, but I'm like, I don't give two shits about none of this stuff.
It's funny though, because I have friends now, you know, I have friends that are older, and they'll post like yearbook stuff online and pictures, and they'll tag us and all kinds of shit. And I'm like, I don't even remember when that freaking happened, or I don't remember like some of the stuff in it, or like stuff that was said about you. Like, I don't even remember people saying that about you.
Right.
You know, it's kind of funny when you look back on it.
You didn't get senior. I did get senior pictures. No. I just didn't turn it into the yearbook.
What did you get there?
Who's the brewery?
Hoof-Hearted Brewing.
Say it fast.
Hoof-Hearted Brewing.
What's it sound like?
I don't know.
She's reading it too literally. Faster than the future. Oh, you did a collab there.
What's it supposed to sound
Imperial
like?
stout with raspberry, vanilla, macaroon, almonds.
Ooh, 13 points.
Marcona.
Jesus Christ.
Did it just click?
No, I'm saying 13.5%.
What's it sound like?
Hoof.
Who farted?
Oh, who farted?
Who farted?
No.
She ain't going for
They're
it.
reaching for that. No.
No. Have you ever seen that video of there's a horse race that's the horse's name is Hoof-Hearted, and the guy that announces it is saying Who farted, but it sounds like he's saying Who farted? Who farted's in the lead, and it actually wins, but it's freaking hilarious if you just listen to it.
Yeah, that's what they're out of Ohio, and that's their name. Who farted? Middle Street said,
"Well, I usually start out with a big one anyway, but
aren't the Navy guys called seamen?" Well, yeah, I mean that's
wow.
Yeah, everybody's tied into the Navy now. Yeah. I like the show. I've never seen Ozark, and the wife says I should be watching it, but I've never watched it.
So good.
Rod, you got to watch that one.
It's so good.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Snowfall this year?
Intense. And now I gotta wait to the freaking. Did you get caught up and finally watch it?
Oh yeah.
So now I gotta wait to the next season now. But it's like, yeah. It's like
next season, last season. Do you think?
They haven't said. They just said they renewed it for the next season already. They renewed that, and they renewed the Mayans. I know. So, but it's like, Teddy doesn't surprise me anymore. It's just like, geez, come on, dog. Like,
right?
Which one's Teddy?
CIA. He's the CIA agent.
No, the cop.
The one that was in the airplane.
Yeah, it's like, man, that's just cold blooded. But after the reporter, you kind of figure something was going to happen when he said he had to go away. It's like
he was all over the map for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely got some delusional stuff happening.
Smells like raspberries.
Vinyl is the material, and record is the item that has the function of playing sound. Why do people try to redefine simple things in life?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, my wife loves Mayans. I watched the finale and it was crazy. I just knew people. It rubbed out. Yeah, I got to watch the finale still, so I know it's going to be kind of crazy.
I don't smell anything.
And they don't call cassette tapes.
I smell maple syrup.
They don't call cassette tapes metal oxide players.
Yeah.
Yep. JV. Cousin of mine owns a rather large window washing service with the skyscrapers here and in Florida. I love to say I have a big fake belly, but alas, it is what it is. All natural. Going back to your Demi Moore comments.
All natural.
Love the natural titties.
There you go.
Because every time you see that now, does anybody else maybe it's just me, but whenever you see that word, you have to say it like Dave Chappelle, like when it pops up on stuff.
What you mean?
Very aggressive.
I was really getting into describing a perfect judge, not to over you. You were kind of you had it going on there. He knows what he likes.
We talk about titties sometimes.
Sounds good. You're hot spoken first of the day. Cheers, CB. Great to have you, and hopefully you're getting some relaxation and peace. And sorry about all the stuff that happened as well, my friend. Definitely good thoughts your way. Cheers, CB. They are not good. She's just still sticking with not liking the marshmallows. The marshmallows are good. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
I get it now. Yeah, it does.
Like EB said yesterday, yeah, we're talking to a person that puts ketchup on eggs. So, I'm going to have to lean with EB on that one. Hey, Jeremy, doing one for Fifi. There you go. We had kicks as times growing up. We had to pretend they were colored like tricks. You couldn't have the tricks. Well,
kicks are for kids, right?
No, tricks are for kids.
Oh, tricks.
I think kicks were they more healthier? Because tricks was definitely pure sugar. He had the rabbit. Oh, yeah. The rabbit was trying to steal the cereal all the time. Awesome TV. I will send you all out in fruitcakes. No rush on that. No rush on that. Stouts go nicely with them. I can see that barley wines would go nicely with them probably too, since I get some of that fruitcake feel when I have some of the barley wines. My dad left me with a ticket one night. I'd rather have had the fruitcake. Oh, yeah.
although I bet Vanessa's fruitcakes are way better than fruitcakes ever made.
I would maybe taste Vanessa's fruitcake.
Fruitcake or collard greens and marshmallows, nice. He's all into trolling tonight. That's a Blake special. Blake likes collard green with marshmallows.
That's a good question. Pray for
No, it's not a good question. No one puts collard green with marshmallows. It's just Blake.
Except for Blake.
That's because he was high. If someone gives you fruitcake, gives you a fruitcake in person, you can thunk them over the head with it. Just be careful. Yeah. You end up in the front of the jury of your peers. Yep. Yeah. Oh, we brought you a fruitcake, really? That answer. I think Judge would understand, though, Bourbon Bounty. Yeah, Judge would be like, you brought him a fruitcake? Well, you got what you deserved. Candy collard greens and beets. Oh, and beets are another thing I do not like either.
Oh, I do like some pickled beets. They smell like dirt. I mean, I liked them when I was a kid.
It's like Dr. Dre beets or like beets?
Well, they come from the dirt.
They smell like dirt, but like when I used to eat them when I was a kid, but they had to be cold. And then I'd had to eat them, but
Yeah. Lucky Charms, never had them. Never like the son of that leprechaun asking who had his Lucky Charms. Nasty. Apple Jacks, I can eat the whole box in one setting when I was 13. I did like some Apple Jacks, yeah. He didn't like the leprechaun. Oh, my Lucky Charms. Oh, Vanessa G, where are the marshmallows? Not on the collars, Blake. Cookie Crisp or Cinnamon Toast Crunch? For me, that's easy. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, I think so too.
Probably go Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think.
I was never
because you get to drink the milk afterwards, and it's like
the Cookie Crisp.
They were good. I haven't thought about them in a long time.
That's a good one, JV. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh my god! There's Erie. Yeah, Erie's still here. Baked a golden brown on top of the collard greens, Blake. Oh, hash brown. Blake eats weird shit. Honeycomb. I did like honeycomb as a kid. That was actually a pretty good cereal.
Honeycomb is the only sugary cereal my mom would ever buy. That is
really.
Yes, I never got any of.
You never got Frosted Flakes or anything like that?
Honeycombs was the only.
I think we always got Frosted Flakes.
Did she have stock in honeycomb or something? Like she couldn't give you any other cereal?
I mean, we didn't get it often. We did not get it often, but
that was a special treat.
But that was the one sugary cereal that my mom would buy.
I think Frosted Flakes.
So when you got honeycomb, were you like, "Oh, this is a special day. This is a special day.
No,
I got honeycomb."
Why can't I have Fruity Pebbles?
Like, so you were
you get what you get, and I like it.
Now I'm like, I'll eat this, but I'm not happy about it.
I
eat this than the Cheerios, so.
I can see your mom taking that all away though. Be like, you ain't getting none of it now.
No.
I did like the Fruity Pebbles.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I didn't actually say it.
Say what?
That I would rather have Fruity Pebbles.
You were thinking it, but you didn't say it. Yeah.
I did not complain about the honeycombs.
Yeah, okay. Fruity Pebbles is good until they get all soggy.
Well, Fruity Pebbles, I feel like something happened over the years because they get so soggy so fast now.
I like Fruit Loops better.
I like Fruity Pebbles, but I feel like once in a while,
I don't think they get soggy too fast.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't had them in years, but I felt like sometimes you would go through a box and it's like you felt like you've been a rock at some point or another. Like they weren't always the best pieces.
A solid thing you can get now, you can put like milk in the bottom and cereal on top, and you can kind of like pour it up and drink it, and it lets out the cereal and the milk at the same time, so it doesn't get all soggy.
Oh, really? Oh, I've seen like a bowl that has 2 compartments, and you pick up like the cereal or the milk first, and then you just.
I just feel like the soggy is just part of it. I just why just let it roll.
Yeah, but to me, Fruity Pebbles always like.
They do.
No, I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like them, but I just feel like.
Well, face it, if you're not messing with Captain Crunch and Crunch Berries, I don't know what you're doing in your life.
Right, that is. No,
I don't know what you're doing in your life.
Literally, the last time I went to the grocery store, I bought Fruity Pebbles and Captain Crunch with berries.
Yeah.
And so I want the Fruity Pebbles because I love the taste, but they get so soggy. So what I'll do when I have both is I'll pour the Captain Crunch with the berries, and then I'll put the Fruity Pebbles on top, and then and they don't get soggy.
Oh, that's something different. Look at you.
The thing I like about Captain Crunch was it made the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Oh, you make it cut once in a while, but yeah, it was worth going in for it though.
Oh no, they were good.
Yeah. I mean, even in college, like in our cafeteria, we'd have like our freshman years, like you had whatever they were serving, but we always had cereal out there. So if you like what they were serving, like at dinner, we'd be sitting there eating Captain Crunch and Crunch Berries. That was one of the cereals that we had.
But I like Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Fruit Loops, all right. I went through. I had Fruit Loops when I was a kid. They weren't bad. So.
But Fruit Loops held up longer than like Fruity Pebbles.
Oh yeah, so definitely, yeah.
Flavor-wise, they're kind of the same, but
Fruit Loops are in between Fruity Pebbles and Captain Crunch. Like, there's no cereal that will hold up better than a Captain Crunch. Like, they don't get soggy.
Oh yeah, this rip your mouth out. They ain't gonna get soggy unless you leave them overnight.
That's good.
I am captain of this ship. Yeah. Brooke Bounty said, I wasted over 2 hours of my life watching the new Mortal Kombat movie, but a girl gigged out. Girl giggled and totally geeked out when he said, "Get over here." Yeah. Yeah.
It can't be any worse than the Mortal Kombat movies.
No, the one in the 90s was terrible.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Covered with marshmallow. You're out lurking. Hash brown, going to see wifey yellow. It's amazing how this chat loves collard greens and marshmallows.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe we should try it.
Did you say?
I'm not until you try it, kind of like.
Right, you should not knock anything until you try it.
That's true, but yeah, there's some things you can pass on.
Kind of like something else, but I don't mention it because we always mention it all the time.
Yeah, not tonight. Mortal Kombat was horrible. Drink 4 beers and 2 sticky of the ickies, and it might be fantastic. Well, I'm not going for Oscar appeal. I just love it for being Mortal Kombat. It's finally a version.
You can't.
It's a version for adults. It's not. Yeah. And let me for a minute or so. JV's hangout. I got to get the kids down. Oh, Ears got to go put the kids down. That's going to be a while for her. Kendall runs that house. Wow. Good luck with that. I'm a hella broke Blake. Elon Mustagoviska, I think I'm turning Russian. Yeah, if he was the one behind that hacking. So the hacking company, the company that got hacked, they paid $5 million to the hackers.
I saw that.
It's like we don't. I thought we don't negotiate with terrorists, but when you got no gas, I guess we make exceptions. But the company paid out like $5 million from. That's how their gas got freed up.
I saw that before we come on the air tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the hackers got what they wanted. So.
Well, I'm sure the gas people have raped us all through the years. So.
They raped us.
We'll probably.
So maybe the hackers deserved it.
We may feel this too, because you know what? If they told to do it, it might have been the government telling them to go ahead and do it, and the government might be paying them back, which means we're paying them back. So we're still not really not. Yeah.
No, I have a question though, because it's like
it's a possibility, Rod. That's good.
Yeah.
But like,
wouldn't surprise me.
The gas prices. So, like, I was gonna Google it today, but I never got around to it. What is the highest price we've ever paid for gas? Because I mean, it
depends on your.
It's like $4 something.
It really depends on your state. It depends on your state, because California at the time, back into 2000, they were paying over $6 a gallon out there at one point.
So like in our area, I feel like the Bush area was like $4 and $4.20 or something. Right?
Yeah. We never really got we got refineries down in Ashland, Kentucky, so that kind of helps us there too, I think, and some other stuff around the area. So I don't think we got more than 4, like you're saying, Todd. Like where my mom is in New Jersey, they were kind of 3 to 4 somewhere in there, really, because they have so many refineries up in New Jersey and stuff. So it's just a matter of where you're located. But California, apparently, they're way out more. So I knew people they're paying $6, $7 a gallon years ago.
Well, shit, I know our gas station's a mile down the street.
Yeah.
Rape us over the coals all the time.
I don't know. I mean,
it's 20 cents higher than anywhere else. I promise you that.
20 cents.
I know, but you're talking about gas where it makes a difference. Like 20 cents, it's not going to break you over time, but I mean, it's.
And that's what I mean. I'm not.
I know, but what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, for some people, some people have tight money.
You're paying $3.20. Why? It's the same gas. Why are you paying?
Some people have tight money problems, but I say, so I go to Kroger, get that Kroger Plus card, knock $1 off.
Yeah.
No, I usually go to Sam's Club, which is like 6 miles down the road from our house, and it'd be like 40 cents cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I mean, and I'm not saying it's right that they're doing
She doesn't pay attention to
anything. Because, I don't pay attention to the gas prices because it's out of my control.
It's like if you need it, you need it. But that's the thing. Because you know what that goes to? It's because you got it. You don't have to worry about it. Some people don't got it. And for them, it's a different situation. Yeah.
But I'm like, and I don't mean this in any kind of a like demeaning way, but like, listen, I care about people and I take on other people's problems, but I'm like, gas is like, I got more shit to worry about. I
guess it's because I just grew up listening. Mom and Dad always be like, well, so-and-so's got it for.
Right. And I think about people.
89 cents, or you're going to go pay 99 cents here. Well, I'm going to drive an extra mile.
Shannon's like, I got 99 problems, but gas ain't one.
If I can go. I'm going on the way. Why not save 40 cents a gallon if I'm going to pass it anyway?
That's just economics. Yeah, that's economics.
Well, and it's like my best friend, she's always like, what do you pay for milk? Because she lives in Louisville. She's like, what do you pay for milk? What do you pay for bread? And I'm like,
she's like, I don't know.
Because I know that milk, the difference in the prices isn't going to be $20 for a gallon. It's going to be like a couple of dollars, maybe, you know?
Yeah,
but
I
know what you're saying.
I've seen people at our Kroger like dig for the bottom shelf on the bread shelf. Like, it's like when I was there one time talking, like she was trying to get the other one. She thought it was all out, but she needed to get the lower price one to match up what she was doing. I mean, like Janice said earlier this week, she's like, she feels lucky that we're privileged. We don't have to worry about a lot of stuff that people
go through. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
So, but I mean, from that era back then when, parents were struggling to make ends meet.
Right. Yeah.
Grew up, kind of paying attention to that stuff. It just kind of carries over. So.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're saying. Like, it's not like if I stop right down the street.
We have other problems besides the price of gas.
But still, in my mindset, just from when I grew up, I'm like, why am I going to pay, $3.19 basically for gas when I'm going to pass it? I just jump off the exit, get right there, fill my tank, say 40 cents a gallon, which times 14 gallons is going to be it's $4 or $5, but still,
Yeah.
it's $4 or $5. You know, when at that time, you know, $4 or $5 might mean
Right.
might go out to White Castle on a Friday instead of eating bologna sandwiches or something instead. You know?
I mean,
See, you had to go to bologna sandwiches. You still had to bring up bologna.
Well, I didn't say fried bologna.
Well, now you did.
Yeah.
But he said hash brown. I got weed though. He said all your hash browns scattered, smothered, and covered.
Everything eclectic, everything. I put.
Well, he's talking about. I think
I don't like the ham, but I take everything else.
I think he was making a joke about their hash brown on comments, but he's in South Carolina, so he probably knows what you're talking about there with the smothered and everything too.
Yeah,
so
she went straight
smothered and covered.
It was the Waffle House, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, that's what he's mentioning.
Yeah,
there, but I don't think that's what he was referring to initially, though.
Oh.
So on the podcast I did this week, towards the end, I talked about Bob Evans is looking into having beer, wine, and mixed drinks available.
Bob Evans?
That's what I said. Bob Evans, yeah, Bob Evans. So I was kind of interested. I mean, Cracker Barrel did, and they're having success in Tennessee. So I'm like, Bob Evans. You think of Bob Evans, like I said on the podcast, it's like the place you take grandma or something, right?
Blue hairs.
It's like. Are you gonna get there and get slammed in front of grandma, the Bob Evans? I mean, how are you pairing stuff up? You know, I mean,
is Bob Evans even open after 5 p.m.?
to like 9. It's still open after the Blue Plate special. Which I go to Bob Evans once in a while. You know, I was going to the Corona thing. I guess like their Thanksgiving meal we've gotten that is actually pretty decent, but to just think you're sitting in a Bob Evans. Drinking a beer or drinking a glass of wine, which probably Shannon's probably the box wine. I'm just saying that's probably what they're going with, or a margarita, or a margarita or something. It's just like interesting. Never thought I'd see a day when Bob Evans had like alcohol there, but like I said, it's doing it at right now in Tennessee at the what did I mention? Again, the Cracker Barrels. They're testing it out.
I was going to say Cracker Barrel and Bob Evans.
And it's had some success. I mean, you got to think Waffle House is going to be next at some point if they keep doing this. So
I feel like Waffle House is missed out like 45 years ago.
No, that is a fucking bad idea.
They should just have like a tap.
That is a bad
20
idea.
taps. You get smothered and diced and covered hash browns on top of it.
If the Waffle House served alcohol, there would be vomit everywhere because you go to the Waffle House, you're already fucked up.
Yeah, totally.
you're supposed to be there to sober up. Now they're serving alcohol. You'll never get
That
there.
would be the worst smelling restaurant in history.
That's a horrible idea.
Yeah, but if Bob Evans gets into pulling that off, that's interesting. Hash brown. Who invited the EB guy to hash brown with us? Hash brown Newtown. I had 72s and 45s. So Bourbon had 72, 45s. Well, you probably had some 33s mixed in there as well. Yes, I guess it was 72, not 78s. I remember it was a 7 something. So yeah, 78 RPM.
That was like the big records or the little records.
But the 78s were the same size as your 33s, really, I think. Unless they were a little bit bigger. Maybe they're a little bigger. There's so many hash browns that starting to look like a Waffle House. There are a lot of hash browns, EB. When the gramophone was around, the records were actually wax tubes. Okay, so that's back when they had the 70s then.
Hey, did Eli
What's up, Skip?
Whitley,
Cheers.
Did Eli Whitley invent the gramophone?
Was it Eli or was it Bell?
Google it. I don't have my phone. It's charging.
Might have been Eli, actually.
That is
Blake, I'll take regular ash.
If that's who did it, then that is my one fact I retained from elementary school.
Hash browns starting to make me hungry. Hash browns are always good.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's wrong.
Like your McDonald's, you guys have breakfast all day there now too, right? On
yeah.
Some of the items, yeah.
Oh, did you see?
Thanks, brother. Mm-hmm.
I follow this guy on TikTok, and he was talking about McDonald's, like certain ones are raising their pay from like $11 to $17 an hour because they can't get workers.
Yeah,
and it's not a lot of them.
Well, Chipotle's going 17 an hour. They're going 15 an hour, but they're hiring 20,000 employees.
That's
Amazon's going 17 an hour.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, Eli.
Oh,
Whitley
yeah.
Cotton gin,
Whoop, whoop.
maybe.
Who said Bell? That's right. This guy said Bell.
What did Eli Whitley?
Oh, no. The phonograph. Oh, never mind. Phonograph by Thomas Edison. Alexander Graham Bell laboratory made several improvements in the 1880s and introduced the graphophone.
But what did Eli Whitley do?
Eli did the cotton gin.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's totally different than the phone.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit. I don't even know what a fucking cotton gin is.
78 had like cardboard between the vinyl, I think. That was interesting. Let's see, we have Mike 2 LMAO talking about the hash. 78 and 45. I thought it was 72. What the hell do I know? I think it was 78, but unless JV, I think JV's on it too. Hash brown. CB really going to want some hash browns after the hash.
Of course. Why not?
Hash brown, what you cooking, Erie? Remember the plastic reel deal that you make a 45 play like a 30? Yeah, that's the thing that you would hate to lose. It's a little centerpiece.
78.
78. Okay, that's what I thought.
33, 45, and 78 rotations per minute is what it actually is.
Oh, rotations per minute, not revolutions, but rotations.
Yeah, vinyl records typically come in 3 speeds.
Vinyl, baby.
45, 78. And it's rotations per minute.
Yeah. CB's had been a long day. Going to the sauna. We'll be listening back an hour. We'll enjoy. Yes, definitely get some sauna. Get that in, my friend.
Oh, that.
Hash brown. Rod's not going to read all of these. I'm trying. I'm actually just under 30 minutes behind right now. Yes, a little round clip allows you to fit the 45, right? Well, if I cut through a lot of the other salutation stuff, but the salutations, man, not a dang thing. My pots and pans are for beating, not cooking. Poor Alan. Alan, just blink if you're in trouble. Give your head a shake, guys. 78 spun faster, a bit smaller than 33, harder breakable plastic. My dad had a bunch of 40s, 50s jazz records. That's pretty cool. Some great jazz. That was a great jazz era. Cold 45? It'll get you where you're going, but not this time. Hash brown, that's too long to read. Tremaine's in the house. Cheers, Rod and Shannon and the whole drinking gang. Cheers.
What's up, Tremaine?
How you forget Todd there, Tremaine? It's a Rod and Shannon.
I'm used to it.
Again, Todd falls into the shit. You fall into that shadow of Shannon. Look.
It's Rod, Shannon, and the gang.
I'm sorry.
Cheers.
I still is sunshine.
Gilbert's in the house fast. Gilbert's got a new quarterback coming to town. So they signed Blaine Gabbert. So
yeah,
like Roger's gonna be out that door. Found my yearbook online the other day. I didn't know they were online. I should see if mine's out there. Hash Brown, read that shit. I'm trying. I found my flight picture from basic training too. Awesome. Yeah, she went for the military right after school. Cheers, Blake. Hash Brown, EB's Claymore. Who farted Bruin? Yeah, who farted? Yeah, that's their.
There you go.
That's their company name.
You are a minute behind.
JV's typing in, I don't know what that is, like something Southeast Asia, Southeast Asia over there.
It's backwards.
He's playing on the.
Oh, can you read this?
Thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember playing records backwards? Back in the 80s and 90s, there were messages on the records.
Subliminal messages.
No, there was like stuff like someone recording on it. They record messages on it. You spin it backwards, it would like say stuff. Of course, your parents were like, "Don't play it backwards. That's the devil." I'm like, "Mom, don't you know the devil went down to Georgia?"
Right, yeah. You want us to do this?
He's on the train with Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Or pimps.
Or pimps. Cheers, everyone. Smash out like Hash Brown. Play outside of Nuketown. Blake just loves Nuketown. Fuba Yakuba. Hash Brown shots fired, just not on target. Oh shit. Let me see here. StreamYard kind of pushed me down. I think is it his current comment. They can skip me now. There we go. All right. Raisin Bran, worst cereal ever. I
Oh
know.
yes,
Yeah,
that. Oh, I
Raisin
agree.
Bran.
I would. Yeah.
That is the worst.
So in advertising, because I went to school for journalism, and advertising was my major in journalism. Raisin Bran, 2 scoops. The guy came up with 2. The other guy came up with 2 scoops of raisins.
To make you poop.
No, it's not to make you poop.
I bet that's where he was going with that. Though.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
He got so frustrated trying to figure out how to write something for the cereal. And this is like something we learned in school. Like, this is stuff like you don't have to show Foods That Build America too, but we learned it in school in advertising. That he actually poured all the cereal out onto his table. And he said there's a lot of freaking raisins in there. And he measured it was 2 scoops of raisins.
Oh.
He made it out of frustration. A lot of stuff in advertising is made like just the shit that just happens, you know. Like Nike.
Scoops.
Yeah, it's like Nike.
I'm wondering.
It's like Nike in the 70s, the way that he made the running shoe, he was actually making waffles in a waffle maker. And a waffle fell on the floor. He saw the design on the waffle and thought about it on the bottom of the shoe. In the 70s, he made that the running shoe. And that's what launched Nike off into what they were doing. So just all kinds. So when shit happens, sometimes that lemon, you can make a lemonade. And if it's a good lemonade, it puts some money in your pocket.
So Rod, they say how big the scoop was?
No, it just was 2 scoops is all we knew.
I mean, that could be...
Yeah, it could be a teaspoon or it could be a cup.
Yeah, like a scoop or...
Whatever scoops he had, it filled up both of them.
Yeah.
And it's like...
it was catchy, whatever it was.
I mean, it's like the size of the scoops, right?
Yeah,
so
nobody's like, well, what size is the scoop? Except for me.
But part of the poor pitiful interns were scooping it up off
Put
the
your hands
table.
out.
Yeah.
1 scoop, 1 more. All right, 2 for that one. Pass it on.
well, the guy that made the M&Ms, when they came with the M&M slogan, they were getting frustrated, and the guy was sitting there trying to figure out what to do, and he kept holding them in his hand, trying to figure out what to come up with. And as they realized it wasn't melting, as he held them in his closed hand, it was still not melting. So, just all kinds of shit you learn in advertising. We also learned how they used to splice Coke into the film theater. And that's why people had a feeling. Back in the 70s and 80s, when they would go to a movie, they were like, oh, I want to get a Coke. I want to get a Coke. Like, you didn't go out there and say, I want to get a soda or I want to get a pet. They were splicing in Coke into the reel. So, subliminally, your mind was registering the Coke as it was watching.
But I always call, like, people call soda or soft drinks. I always call or pop. I'm just like, get me a Coke. I call Sprite, Dr. Pepper. If it's
What are you from, North Carolina, like Dee Dee? Because down there they call everything Coke as well.
Yeah, I've always called them Coke.
You know, what Coke you want? They have like the orange Coke. Yeah. They have like the orange Coke. What do you mean orange Coke? There's no orange Coke. Like, Sunkist?
You go to a restaurant and be like, I want to have a Coke, and they're like, well, we have Pepsi. I'm like, okay.
Well, usually if I like Coke and if someone says they have Pepsi, it's like, well, then they give me a Sprite because Sprite's their brand as well. I'm not a big fan of Pepsi as much now.
I'm not either, but if it's all they have, I'll take it. Especially
if it's like a hangover, which, just to let you know again, and they had this on the Food That Built America a couple weeks ago. They asked which place has the best, where's the place to get the freshest Coke? McDonald's was one of the choices, and McDonald's was the answer because of how it's shipped into McDonald's. Why you always get the freshest, you get the freshest Coke. No, it's like a part of the shipping process, but the freshest Coke always goes to McDonald's, which is great if you have a hangover. Get a Coke and like a sausage biscuit or something like that to sop up with that grease. Oh man, you'll feel better by 10 o'clock.
McDonald's hands down has the best Coke, even better than a Coke product you buy at the grocery store.
Right? That's what Coke said. Coke said McDonald's had the freshest one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're the best.
I don't know what they're putting in this, but it's way better than anything else.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because you would think, why wouldn't Coke have it for? But the way they do it,
Yeah.
Somebody at Coke's like, oh, you would go to McDonald's and get a Coke. Don't get one here. Don't get one here. You don't want ours. Go over there and get it.
It's a better product.
We're the age where Raisin Bran should be the first choice.
Right.
Are you cleaning out the colon already? EB, you're too young to clean out the colon right now. So COD. Oh, just drinking EB. What's up, Gilbert? I like pickled onions.
Ooh, I've never even heard of that.
I'd rather pickled onions.
Sound good.
But EB doesn't like onions. I found out too. I don't like onions. I love onions.
I like onions if they're cooked. I don't like them raw.
I can eat them raw or cooked or sautéed, however you want to do it.
I love them.
They gotta be cooked.
They gotta be soft. for you.
What about like if you get a coney? They're not cooked on a coney. They're just like diced usually.
I don't need them on a coney.
Oh well, there you go. That solves the problem then.
Just don't eat them. If they ain't cooked, I ain't eating it.
Oh, Andrew's in the house. What's up, Andrew? Up in Minnesota, my friend. Says Vanessa, I look at Dad's Kodachrome slides all the time, and they look like they were shot yesterday. They were shot between 2005. The last rolls my dad shot in the early 1960s. Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny. I see like they brought back a little makeshift Polaroid one step. You remember those cameras? Or are you too young for those? So when you press the red button and it would give you your picture right then.
The Polaroid?
Yeah, like those are popular now again. Like they're out again.
Oh yeah, we had to buy our daughter one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That was
fucking film for it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember when they came out as a kid. I mean, those things. When I had one of them as a kid, and it was like that was like the coolest shit ever. Take a picture, you got it right there.
Polaroid picture.
Yeah. You didn't have to go to the little. Back then, they used to have the old Kodak stands where you had to drop your Kodak off, and they would develop it like 1 hour developing. So when they came out with that, you didn't have to do that anymore.
No, it reminds me. Have you ever seen 1 hour photo?
Oh god, that's fucked up.
Is that the movie with Robert? Yeah, I never saw that, but I know about it.
Oh, you should watch it. It's really good.
I think I actually have it here on DVD. Good. I think I do have it here. I have tons of DVD movies I've never watched, but I burned back in the 90s and 2000s.
DVDs? Yeah, we was talking about this.
Yeah. Right here, like under this thing, I got like a stack. These are all like DVDs and stuff in here that I have from movies. That's nothing. I've got like a tower of DVDs I just haven't watched.
We talked about when Netflix first started. We used to get discs and I would record, copy them and then we send them back because you only get like 2 a week.
Well, my best friend,
2 at a time.
Pickle beets smell like dirt. You're making them wrong. Yeah.
Oh. Now, my best friend is like a borderline hoarder, and I'm like the most opposite. Like, I just throw shit away. Like, I'm like, we don't need this no more. Fuck borderline? It. Yeah. Well, anyway, like, she's like, do you have this DVD? I'm like, we threw all of our DVDs away. I'm like,
yeah.
So, like, she was
some downstairs.
Oh, do you? Yeah. But she was like, wanted a pair of socks the other day, and I'm like, they're in my dresser. And so she goes in there and she finds this old burnt like DVD that I probably had on the dresser for Kylie when she was younger or whatever. And she's like, there's a DVD. And I'm like, well, you can have it. If you don't take it, it's going to go in the trash can. Yeah. And it was like the dumbest movie ever. But she's like, well, I'm going to take it.
I'll say it wasn't a dresser. You sure it wasn't a porn DVD?
No, it wasn't porn. No. You can get all that stuff online now. Why do you need a DVD?
Well, people used to put the porn ones like in the dresser or somewhere, so they hide them from their kids or something, right? So.
Yeah, because that's not where they're ever going to look.
Yeah.
First place I looked.
Yeah, it was funny. I remember one time back in the day when I was a kid in high school, I babysat all my neighbors and stuff. She had the Joyous Sex book in her closet. Yeah. Like it was like and it was just like never saw it before, so it was kind of like, wow, she gets her freak on.
Did she?
I mean, it was the top of the closet, so her little kids couldn't get to it or whatever. And it was just like, oh, so I started. Of course, being a teenager, I started looking and taking notes. That's what I do,
So when you first got laid,
I took mental notes.
When you first got laid, did you pull your notes out?
They were all mental. I memorized them. I got a photographic memory. So yeah.
Smart.
Let's just say I knew where to go when I started. So yeah.
That's a good starting point.
But that was a book that people used to have back in the 70s and 80s. Like that people would, there was a whole different time back then.
Was that like the G-spot book?
It had mentions of the G-spot and different things, position. It was like pre-count Kama Sutra type stuff. So yeah, they talk about position, talk about different things. It was a joy of sex. So what I'm gonna say is had all the stuff you need to know. It was the manual to running the car properly.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Well, I never told you back in college. I actually was at a thing with Dr. Ruth before.
Wasn't any pages that stuck together, were there?
No, this was a woman's house, so it was kind of like, yeah.
We can still stick pages together.
Well, there was
not as aggressively as you can, but we can still do that.
But EB said he does like pickled onion crisp and red onion chutney. So he does like some onion stuff.
That
So
sounds fancy.
yeah, he's a fancy kind of guy. My grandma Betty canned her garden beets so good.
Why do I feel dirty when we just talked about the joy of sex and now he's talking about his grandma?
I don't know, but guess what? Now you can have beer at Bob Evans possibly. So there you go.
There you go.
Blake TV after kids go
Sausage
down
gravy
tonight.
and beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Little CD after that. Sounds good, Eric. Does she have stalking honeycomb?
No, no, because if she did,
That's what I'm
I would be a lot more.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. She was like locked into it. Yeah, he was laughing, I think, when I made that comment there. I've always wondered why they call it Special K. What's so special about it, though? I did like Special K for a bit, too. I still eat the Special K once in a while. And I'm trying to be healthy. I'll trick myself. Oh, Special K.
Yeah,
that's they get the
their
protein
advertising
Special
thing.
K.
Yeah.
Eat Special K and then you'll lose weight.
Yeah. No, but you'll eat a lot of cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does everyone's beets bring all the guys to the yard?
Yeah.
I would never eat any beets, broccoli, cauliflower. Get it off my plate. I'm not even touching it.
Oh God, I love cauliflower and broccoli.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you know, Janice. So she made dinner one time a few weeks. That's about a month or so ago, and she didn't tell me what she made in like something. And I put it in my mouth and I spit it right out. And I'm like, is that fucking cauliflower? She's like, yeah, it's like a cauliflower, like rice. Those little steam fresh type things they're trying to do or whatever. Well, the steam fresh has these little cauliflower like fries. I was like, I can't stand cauliflower. She's like, what? She was like, I didn't know you didn't like cauliflower. How long have you known me? How long have we been married?
Yeah,
like,
that happens sometimes.
I like, have you once seen me eat cauliflower?
What's going on here?
Yeah, she's like, I can't believe you spit out. Like, I don't like cauliflower.
Cauliflower does have a very distinct taste, like more so than broccoli does.
Yeah, they try to chop that shit up and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, oh, rice cauliflower tastes like rice.
No, it don't taste like
No.
rice.
It doesn't taste nothing like rice.
It looks like rice, but it don't taste like rice.
No.
That's like vegans telling you vegan cookies taste just like cookies. Like, no, these taste like fucking rocks. It tastes like rocks.
Rocks. That's a little dramatic.
Get this cauliflower pizza crust. Okay, well, good for you because they don't taste nothing like no pizza crust that I ever had.
Well, and then the pizza crust still has 1 million calories and carbs.
Yeah. It's just as bad.
It's like it's not even like just give me the real thing.
Let's see. Middle fruits. Are you still here, JV? Or you rather old? Oh, sorry, you're a rock star. You do stay up all hours of the night. Right, like the Count Dracula. I never really got as much into the Count Dracula, the Blueberry, and then the what was the Strawberry Ghost one as well? There was 3.
Count Dracula was the chocolate one.
That was the chocolate. The Blueberry was like blueberry, and there was a pink one.
Blueberry.
Yeah, which is a strawberry. Never really got into those as much.
That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour beets. I thought Special K was Buckwheat's special cousin. No, I think that might have been a skit on Saturday Night Live.
Could have been.
I was some damn Blueberry. Bourbon Bounty liked him. He remembers blueberries. Hey, there's Peggy. Cheers, Peggy. Sorry it took a while to get to you. And hopefully you had a great Mother's Day. And hopefully, Shannon, you had a great Mother's Day, too.
I had to work over because my relief called in.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's a 14-hour day, that's all.
Frosted Flakes are great, but you better eat them quick because they do get soggy as fast. Yeah, they did get soggy as well.
Yeah.
I like Frosted Flakes, but they do get soggy fast.
Yeah. What's some vodka? Anyone got any? Asking for a friend. Is the magic order kind of low there? Reese's Puffs or Captain Crunch? Oh, Captain Crunch. Gotta go Captain Crunch. I mean,
Captain Crunch all day long.
I know I got a fondness for Reese's, JV, but yeah, I'm going Captain Crunch.
I do too.
I don't know. Reese's Puffs might.
Yeah, but Captain Crunch isn't trying to imitate something.
Yeah.
And Reese's Puffs
is
trying to imitate.
Captain Crunch is good.
I mean, I understand. Yeah. You could literally have Captain Crunch just dry out of the box and you would still eat it. You ain't really do that with a lot of other cereals. So, I mean.
I would almost prefer Cinnamon Toast Crunch out of the box instead of in cereal.
Well, you could do with that. They got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch bars now that aren't bad.
Yeah, but the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one of the best things is after you eat all the cereal, you can drink the milk that's left over, and it's delicious.
Yeah. Not magically delicious, but delicious.
Right. Yes. True story.
Yes, I do. And Vanessa says, hey, Peggy, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is so good after a bag of buds. Yeah. After a little bit of weed, yeah, you're good to go.
But what's not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's some things that might peak a little bit more for you. I can see that.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Captain Crunch, I remember when bear hunting, I brought Captain Crunch and Southern Comfort.
Oh.
Vanessa, Southern Comfort, Captain Crunch. Oh, and I'm bear hunting. That's Vanessa's life right there.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Nobody's gonna question that. Just
I did like Rice Krispies. They had a pretty good gimmick as a kid on the Snap, Crackle, and Pop. It did hook you in as a kid.
Yeah.
I remember getting them, and you would listen to the bowl before you actually started eating them, which did increase.
Couldn't eat Rice Krispies unless you poured like a bunch of sugar on top of it.
Yeah.
You need the sugar additive. Yeah, that's true.
And then the sugar doesn't actually do much unless you get the granules, because it never dissolves.
No, but it just sweetened it.
No, but I got lumpiness of the sugar when you add it, though. They talk to you, especially after pills and acid.
Oh.
What was that nasty crap? Something like mini wheats, nasty as hell. I do remember mini wheats, but they were on one side frosted, and the other side was just pure wheat.
I mean, I could do those, but they should be frosted all the way around, not just on one side. Yeah.
And I did get hooked in, Mikey with the Life cereal. That hooked me in as a kid. Mikey liked it, so other kids were eating it.
Like if Mikey liked it.
What about grape nuts?
And I was not a fan of grape nuts. That was like an old person cereal. That was like the grandparents.
You like grape nuts?
That was a diet cereal for me.
Well, that was like
I lost like 30 pounds.
There you go.
Just eating, I think it was Fruity Pebbles.
That was fruity,
and noodles. That's all I ate for like 3 months.
Fruity Pebbles and noodles. Were you pregnant at the time?
Huh?
Were you pregnant at the time?
No.
No. Okay.
That was when you just looked at the calories. So that's all I ate.
I think grape nuts was on the Raisin Bran shelf, like for the grandparent type stuff, you know.
But they don't get
right next to the prune juice.
Yeah.
If you put it in yogurt, it was good.
Man, grape prune juice that brought back as a little kid when you get constipated and you take
yes.
Mom like take some prune juice. Oh, it was the nastiest stuff in the world to take.
No.
What did I used to tell?
I'll wait. Can I wait it out? I don't want prune juice.
My poor daughter will.
It's building. I feel it. It's coming. Not the prune juice, please no.
Prune juice was awful.
It is awful. It's horrible.
We used to give that. Yeah, we used to give that to her.
Prune juice, and I'd say, drink this, it'll make you run real fast.
No, you said make your ass sparkle.
No, that was the water.
Oh, that was the water. Yeah.
I told her she drink water and make her eyes sparkly. And I told her if she drink the prune juice, it'd make her run real fast.
You make her run real fast in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You wouldn't lie.
And then she'd drink it, and then she'd run all around the house because it made her run so fast.
Oh, EB says, I can't eat Rice Krispies. Sounds too much like getting into bed at night. Fruity Pebbles or Honey Smacks.
Fruity Pebbles all day.
Fruity Pebbles, yeah, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Well, that's it, Sugar Chris. You was a fan of Sugar Chris. Laughing at the eclectic there. And nice, Vanessa. And let's see here. I love Irish oatmeal with buttermilk and salt butter over any box sugar flakes crap, but I'm lame. Well, you're Canadian, so.
Buttermilk.
Yeah. Yeah, you are, yeah.
Buttermilk is like it's like
I like buttermilk in my pancake. I like buttermilk pancakes.
No, but what's the fruit that buttermilk is like the grapefruit of fruits. It's like you think you're getting a glass of milk and you drink buttermilk and it's like, oh fuck, you fucked me over, you confused me.
Not what you thought it was gonna be, yeah.
An orange and a grapefruit's the same. You think you're getting an orange and you bite into a grapefruit and it's like,
yeah, because there's some grapefruits that do look like oranges sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. Yeah. Is it gonna put kids to bed back later? All right. Remember that pop cereal, or did I dream that one up? No, that was
Sugar Pops.
Sugar Pops. Yeah, I remember those as well.
Like sugar.
Those with the frog or something.
Yeah. Dig them. That was Sugar Smacks. Was the
Sugar
frog?
Smacks.
Sugar
Yeah,
Smacks,
yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
But it was corn pops. It was corn
Corn
pops.
Pops.
Yeah, they were corn pops.
Corn Pops. Yes, that's terrible.
Well, we can negotiate with a terrorist when we have no gas and become a terrorist when we need the gas, right?
True story.
They would charge that back to you. Right. That's the thing. It's like they may be charging it back to us as the citizens for that. So, yeah. Probably running an outdated Windows 98 computer. Maybe it was Windows ME.
Oh, God. I had Windows ME. Yes, that was terrible.
Super Sugar Crisp, the box with the barrel in it. I find them at the base commissary. Yes.
Still make those?
Yeah, but that still gets them. But he said, I got one upstairs, bro. Talking about the old computer. Beginning of 2010s, we got to $5 a gallon. Yeah. See, depending on where you're at, and I think when you were like a $5 a gallon there, that's when California was like 6 or 7. Gas prices will be going up soon with the pipeline shutdowns. But
they just open them back up.
Yeah, the thing is, like with gas prices, every year towards Memorial Day, gas prices definitely go up. It's just how much they're going to go up. So it doesn't even surprise me that they're going to go up anyway. This actually, made it go up more for some people, of course, but not even surprised by it. Most ever paid for gas, $49. That is a half a bag of weed.
Half a bag, that's it.
Yeah. You'd be shocked at how these big companies are, how lax they are on Windows security updates, virus, firewalls. I can tell you, I'm in a company that's a big corporation, and yeah, there's computer issues that we get alerts on stuff going. It's like, how are we even operating right now? Like, we've had computer stuff happen, and we're a $1 billion company, and it's like, our shit is always like breaking down. Like I joke when I'm in the office, like, oh, we got Tonka toys here again. I got to tell them, man, like, did we get the new Tonka toy setting? Because this one isn't working. So
we were running the same issues at work too.
Yeah. I'm a peach for the IT meetings. They love when I like say something to IT about.
Go away.
Are you guys not winding it up down there? What's going on? Super Chris or Smooth of all cereal character. I see hang out at the bar, picking up the female bears with him saying, can't get enough of that Super Chris sweets thing. I remember when I started driving, I was paying less than $1 a gallon, and it was great when stations had gas wars and they would drop their prices. Yeah, those were the days back in the day. Not many remember that, I'm sure. Gas is higher than milk now. Yeah. I wonder if people are taking gas, like maybe they will get electric cars more, like my wife said she saw a video earlier, somebody had a Tesla and they're just driving by like, oh, I'm good. I'm electric. I'm good. Like he's waiting to people waiting in gas lines.
Yeah. It's like, it's making fun of all the people in line.
Might have been the same
car payment.
Same video. Those I paid for a gallon of gas was $88 a gallon. I'm trying to think the lowest I paid recently for gas. Last year, I actually went to one of our Kroger because we had a Kroger right by our house. And with $1 off, I paid like 60 cents a gallon, I think, because it was $1.60 at the time.
Roger deal.
Nice.
Approved.
Gas gets too high. I'm buying a scooter. LOL. Yeah. We did a guy from New York, that says the rent is too damn high. He's better the gas is too damn high. 21 gas cans I fill per month. Ooh, I would say don't fill them up now. People will be upset if they see you filling up a bunch of cans at the gas station. Yeah.
On the spot.
Yeah.
See all these idiots out there filling up like their grocery bags.
Yeah. Well, funny that you actually having to say that, but Blake said at 88, a 3 years old mom could get a pack of Vantage 100s and a full tank for $17. We had a shitty car. But it's funny you mentioned that, Todd. So, and we didn't even talk about it before thing, but there's people out there doing some crazy stuff, and this is not the person you actually want to be.
Oh boy.
Yes, I saw that.
Now this was actually 3 years ago, so this was before now. This is somebody that did it back then.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Got like one bag, but one bag. Maybe get another bag. I'm gonna double bag it. I'm gonna double bag the gas.
Smart about it.
Double bag the gas in the bag, and this guy's like, what the hell? Oh, spilling some.
All over the.
Oh, maybe I better triple bag it.
Wow.
She works at Kroger too. I guess that's her Kroger apron there. Like you would think
Wow.
another employee would come over and say, "Hey, you probably don't want to
Oh
do
my
that."
gosh.
And this is thrown in the trunk of the car. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get the other bag here. Let me sit that there. I'm gonna get the other bag open because don't want to spill any of it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
And the
crazy,
bad
right?
thing is they had to put a video out. They had to put a saying. I was like, "Don't feel like our local." I think it was Brashear maybe said that.
Yeah.
Today, I think it's like, "Don't be using your grocery bags to fill up for gas. Like we got
Wow.
plenty.
Yeah,
Don't be buying what you hoarding it all like toilet paper."
yeah. That was terrible. And then let me see here. Let me take that one off. Because if you do that, then you might be like this guy over here. Pull it up.
His truck catches on fire.
Oh, where's it at? I think I lost it here. But I thought I had it here, but I did lose it. But it was a guy that had the Hummer that had his car on fire. That was actually down in, I don't even know if that was Florida. I feel like everything is either Florida or Texas. And it had to be
like it.
It had to be one of them.
Shocker.
And when I think of Florida or Texas, it makes me think of Bugs Bunny.
That does it. South America, take it away.
I feel like that's the point that we are actually at right now. Like,
You're not wrong.
Well, I saw this TikTok and it was like, it had this guy and he was like, if you had to, let go of one state in the United States, what would it be? And then he was like, it was like, why do you say Florida? Because that's what I was thinking.
yeah.
Automatically, I was like, Florida. But Texas would be a close second.
Yeah. I mean,
California too, maybe.
No, not California.
I feel like
Earthquakes and shit.
for like the
But
for like
we're
the
not talking about that.
No, I know that.
for like the longest time in our country, at least, it seems like Mississippi was the butt of the jokes. And now
Yeah.
Mississippi people are like, well, we're not Florida or Texas.
Mhm.
And they get points for that.
Yeah, or West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, yeah, Florida and Texas have taken that spot. But speaking of Texas, this right here,
Why was the tiger?
I'm gonna scroll over.
I saw this.
It's yeah, if this happens in your neighborhood, I don't know what to really tell you if I can get over here. And the funny thing is, this guy
That's my tiger.
says
To
it's
a
not
Walker
his
County
tiger
deputy
now.
holding a tiger at gunpoint. Then the man grabs the tiger by its collar, converses with the deputy, then leads the tiger back inside while straddling the carnivorous cat.
I just still don't believe it. I mean, if I hadn't
Yeah.
seen all I saw with my eyes, I just.
Yeah, that's Texas, right? So that's Texas at this
Oh, is
point.
that Texas?
That's Texas
Makes
down in the
sense.
Houston area, which, whoops, lost sand in there. There we go. Which, if you're in Texas and you have a pet tiger, it's only a misdemeanor.
Having a tiger in Texas.
So,
In the neighborhood. It'd be like us having it.
but it's funny where the guy said, well, he's saying that wasn't his tiger because the guy got arrested. And I'm like, dude, you were there cuddling with the tiger. Like, a tiger doesn't
Right,
cuddle
yeah.
with anybody. Like, it knows who you are.
Yeah.
But by the way, he's arrested. They can't find the tiger now. So they don't know where the tiger's at in Texas. But, it is Texas. And pretty soon that tiger's going to get hungry. So it's kind of worrisome what might be going on down there. But
Jesus Christ.
this is part of the population that we have nowadays in the
Yeah.
country.
Ooh, what is it? Is that peanuts?
Oh, you went and got it. Nice. So Todd picked up the Waldos.
You know what I know about Lagunitas, whatever y'all call it? It's the best bang for your dollar.
Lagunitas. Yes, it is. EB said, trust me, when you look at the poverty line, 20 cents or more a gallon is a massive. Yeah, depending on what your situation is, it does definitely affect people. And like I said, I never thought about it at the store, but that one lady, she was like, because this was like last year during the COVID stuff, and people were taking a lot of the bread, and she was trying to find like the cheap bread for her family.
Yeah.
And she was like down there, and it was like, she literally was like reaching down to the back of the shelves to be able to get it. She was really panicking, like she wasn't going to be able to find it and stuff. So,
you know, and I literally work a mile down the road. So my gas prices don't cost me as much as it costs most people too, you know?
mm-hmm.
So I'm lucky in that way too. So I can fill up and last me 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let me see here. G said, Blake, that's a small nickel bag, yo. I need to see the doctor. Yeah. I have a great cheap transit around me, so gas is important. Well, all the other, like a lot of the other major countries outside of us have really, I mean, we have transit, like we have our bus system in some cities that are subways, and obviously we have like a train that runs through, but like we haven't fully accepted it in the States like a lot of other countries have. And that's the thing that sucks. So everybody wants to have their, you know, your individual car as your individual bubble. You want your own space if you can do that or whatever. But we were talking before, like if you're over in Europe, so many people have just taken in the train. Like if you go to Europe for a couple weeks, you won't even need to probably rent a car because they take trains everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, we haven't gotten to that level as much now. And I think that's one thing that Biden only because Biden takes trains all the time and stuff. So in a way, Amtrak is probably happy as hell that he's president because they're going to get a lot of publicity out of him. And that's going to be part of some of the infrastructure stuff they'll probably look at. Which you can go across the country on a train for like $200, which wouldn't be a bad way to see the countryside.
We used to have Amtrak from here. We'd go to Chicago and back for like $50 or something like that.
Yeah.
I literally saw something the other day.
But it's not open anymore.
And I was like, this guy's a hustler because I was at, you know, the road that goes between Sam's Club and the town hall right there. I was pulling in. This guy got off of the bus with his fucking bike. He caught the bus with his bike. He got off the bus carrying his bicycle. And I'm like, there you go. The bus can't take him where he wants to go, so he takes his bike on the bus.
Yeah.
I never seen that before. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, our buses here, they have bike racks on the front of them now. So they put their bike racks on there, and then they go from there.
Yeah, no, you had to carry.
And we have more of the cities doing bike lanes in different areas and stuff too. So then I feel like, are we becoming like India or China? It's like you see people with cars and bikes out there together. It's just like, let me see here. No doubt at all. I'm awesome. Blake said. They also have a higher quality of living and wages, and most jobs are well within a reasonable driving distance. They don't take a trainer. But yeah, that's true too. Blake, yes, you are. I get that. Country beer is a different way of life for sure. I liked in Germany, and you're correct. It's not subsidized. Nuketown EB, he's really pushing Nuketown right now.
He is.
Yeah.
I was feeling. Find out about Nuketown.
I was filling 10 cans at a time. Now I can only fill 7. Soon it would be less than 5 cans a trip. 80% of my subs live in the UK, and you're correct. They do so much stuff that makes sense as well as stuff that doesn't, but they definitely have a different way of life. Yeah, it's definitely different. And I feel like when you look at people and the people I know over like in the UK, Craig and Harry, it's like the attitude over there is like we're all in it together more versus over here where everybody's more individualized. Yeah. We always say we're in it together, but we're always trying to find something to better our position. We're always trying to find something to give us a little bit of a step up most of the time. So
yeah, you only see the unity when something bad happens.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And then you're only unified for like a couple weeks, and then it's like goes back to normal life. Like, well, whatever. Then now we're fine. We don't have to do that anymore.
We're over there, it's like all ingrained and everything. Like, you know, it's like this whole thing with the whole voting type thing that we're seeing a difference. You know what? You know how you fix it? When people are born, you just go ahead and get them registered at that time to be eligible to vote when they're 18. Mm-hmm. Like other countries do. You don't have to worry about anything being sent in, anything being done. You're just eligible unless you do something that takes away your eligibility. Problem fixed. You get a social security card, and here's your registration to vote, and you're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Next world problem, send it in.
Overcomplicate everything.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
That's what the government does.
Yeah.
Hey, don't make fun of Bob Evans. They serve a mean fruitcake. Just kidding. Only kidding.
Oh my God, dude.
If you're going to Bob Evans getting a fruitcake, JV.
Yeah.
Maybe time for the retirement home.
Yeah.
I will tell you, they have some things. You get a pretty good amount of food on some stuff for what you're paying. Like if you get like the turkey and mashed potatoes at Bob Evans, you get a healthy portion of the turkey with the gravy and the like versus if you went to a restaurant where they give you like, oh, but it looks nice. Yeah, but I'm still hungry. Like you don't leave Bob Evans hungry and you actually you spend less. So
I ain't gonna lie though, the mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese Bob Evans things that you can get at the store are phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
They're so good.
Well, now they got like the loaded they got the loaded mashed potatoes, the sour cream. They got the regular, the natural. They got all different types of them now. Yeah. Murphy's like, I hear you guys being retired. Not so much different to me. It still pisses me off the cost of things. Don't like seeing others struggling. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he actually hoping to move over there for a year or two in the next year and a half?
Oh,
really?
awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's like we were teasing EB and Erie last night. We were playing Call of Duty, and they're like going through eating like snacks they had. Because they have people send them stuff from snacks from over and they're eating all this stuff. Like I'm like, dude, you guys are not English. Like he's like,
no,
he tells her, can you make me some tea? Yeah.
No, they're brilliant for doing that because, like, I love watching the channels from UK that are trying American stuff, or they'll review like videos of like the prom in the US or frat houses in the US, and what they think about it. So like I just never think that they would be interested in what we're doing over here.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we're a big joke. So
yeah, but I want to say before EB and Erie, before you go out that way for a year and a half or so, you got to come this way first so we can all hang out.
Yep.
Well, they'll be passing through this way because they're going to Arkansas. Not Arkansas. Is it Arkansas? Not Arkansas. Later this year for a wedding, I think. But I think they were planning to try to see Blake and JV when they come through this way. So
yeah.
So where do they live at?
South Kakalaka.
Oh, okay. I was thinking they lived more like towards like Arkansas and Texas.
Yeah, they're South Carolina. I think.
Oh wow.
Sort of close to Spartansburg, if I'm not mistaken.
We should all do a trip to Asheville. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely. We're in.
It'd be so fun.
Yeah.
I already see what the guys would be doing. We're going bar up.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think we're coming with you?
Well, you can if you want.
Oh, we fucking will.
I
We
think
can do what we want.
we'd be going to see the
Oh, Biltmore.
Biltmore,
No,
yeah.
I'd rather get drunk at
the breweries.
No.
We went
to
we went to Asheville for like a minute, but I want to go back.
Yeah, one of my
down the road, but nothing but breweries.
Yeah.
One of my friends I work with, she's in Nashville. They went to Nashville this weekend. They got a cabin down there. I'm like, bring me some beer.
Yes.
They're gonna be down there having a good time.
I don't want to do it just for a weekend. I don't even care. It's just me and you. But I'd like to get together for everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We should do that. Should like go to Asheville.
Yeah, we should plan to do something to go down there.
We can swing by and pick guys up on the way.
Yeah.
And go meet Erie and Alan and whoever.
And let's not just talk about it. Let's actually do it because
I'm take a look.
Talking about shit and never doing it.
But we should do it like fallish. So when
well, it'd have to be fall because I have to go up to New Jersey probably in August. So probably toward the fall.
October.
Yeah.
Something like that would be good.
Yeah, like October.
October is my favorite
September, month. October, mid-October.
Yeah, October.
Yeah.
That'd be great because maybe the leaves start changing or have changed by then.
Yeah, October for sure.
You're talking about leaves. I'm talking about beer. I don't give a fuck about the leaves.
No, but
we love the leaves.
It'd be like the freeze. And the beer would be. You can get drunk and go like, "Oh shit! Look how red that tree is."
Unless that leaves a brown ale or an IPA, I'm not even paying attention to it.
Oh, we We love the fall colors.
Yeah, no, we're just saying
Okay.
when we go to Gatlinburg, we do this. She likes to go around that time as well.
We'll get some more.
Bourbon says,
Yeah.
I have to go to bed so I can head out for my road trip tomorrow. Well, all right, brother. Well, thanks for swinging in and be safe on your road trip and everything. And Bourbon is not too far from if we go to Asheville as well. Rod was asking how that beer was, Todd.
Todd, how's your beer? Rod X wants to know.
I just opened that. Where's Waldo?
Is it good?
That's how much I got. Oh, how is my
Yeah,
beer?
how
Oh,
is
no,
it?
it's good. I've had it before. I had it already.
Funny shit. I'm trying to get caught up.
It's probably one of the better Where's Waldo's in the last couple of years, in my opinion.
Somehow I went to 30 to 50 minutes, but Awful House is bad enough without even more drunks there. The Waldo's is actually good, but I don't feel like it's changed. I don't think it's changed from anything from before. I mean, it's still the same 11.5% ABV. It's still pretty smooth.
I feel like this year's is a little sweeter, not as hot forward.
EB's vouching for you there, yeah.
True story.
Yep.
Gilbert said Canadians love the Cracker Barrel, son. Well, if they bring the alcohol to them like they do in Tennessee, that's at Alexander Graham Bell as well back then, and Graham Bell as well. Invitations to Southern grandma's homes to cook for them. Same food. LOL, Shannon rewriting history.
I know.
It's like drunken history, like the Comedy Channel.
Yeah.
Alex, the beer man. Alex in here? I didn't see Alex drop in. Did I miss Alex? Eli Whitney did Cotton, right? Or am I even wrong? No, you're right.
No,
It was the
you're
Cotton
fucking right. I'm wrong.
Invented cotton gin and patented interchangeable rifle parts. Oh, that was knowledge. What's up, Trez? Cheers, my friend. What's up here, bro? Oh, smoking a Perdomo and drinking the good shit. Very nice. Trez, I'm going to send you a message, see if you want to get together in a couple of weeks, by the way. So Trez is my homie up here in Cincinnati as well, and talking about getting together, do some beers, have some cigars. Cheers, Trez.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. You want to come up? You want to come up, visit?
Hey, let me know. I might do that. It's not like we're that far away.
Yeah. Eli Whitney Museum in New Haven, Connecticut. I take the invitation over to Cracker Barrel any day. Go to Waffle House instead of Cracker Barrel. 33 to 3rd, 45.78. There were also some 16 RPM. I didn't know about the 16. But yeah, it's 33 and a third. Actually, PE made a song about war at 33 and a third. Shannon told me that Nikola Tesla invented the coffee maker.
I'm very convincing.
Oh, cheers, Trez.
Very funny.
And we keep this up, the show will never end. I know, right, Blake? I'm trying. Cheers, eclectic. I think he will quit reading by here. I'm still going, Jeremy.
Just gotta hang in there with us.
No, bro, only under this line. I'm trying to get down. I may have to jump ahead at some point. Let's see here. Cheers, Black TV, Blake TV. I can read the JP. I saw Blake's graduation video on Cops. Just kidding.
That would be a good episode for sure.
Yeah. Backmasking now. With the records, you would spin it backwards. There'd be a message on there. Yes, you could push record backwards then. Yeah. Oh, JV, I tried getting away. Lovell's still the quarterbacking spot from the signees. Hopefully he matches up. Even play the record so every record sounds like the Chipmunks. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yo, hey, Raisin Bran, damn y'all. Well, not young, LOL. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be to the Raisin Bran level. Wheaties plus raisins equals Raisin Bran. You know, I did eat Wheaties though. So.
Did you have the Wheaties with
Bruce Jenner?
Good lemonade, yeah.
or Caitlyn Jenner?
Well, she was Bruce Jenner at that time.
Oh God! Well, back then, I don't know. I still have one now and then. I think I got some where it might have been back in the '70s when Bruce on. I know that one was updated, like when Serena was on there before, and some other athletes.
Bruce Jenner and what's her name? The gymnast back then.
Mary Lou Retton.
Mary Lou Retton. Yeah.
Mary Lou out of West Virginia. Never played record backwards. Stylus was just too expensive to take the risk. Well, it was on the parents' stereo, so it was like, oops, if something happened.
Sorry.
It's like the Dave Chappelle skit. I did not know I couldn't do that. Nothing wrong with the Raisin Bran as long as you don't forget the rum. What's up, James? I want the Coke. That is a doctor. Great show, fans. Smash that like. Got a birthday and another funeral tomorrow. Say awesome. Oh, man. Sorry to hear about the funeral and everything.
Yeah.
Funerals suck.
Yeah. In Starkville, Mississippi, we call pop drank.
Drink.
We call it drank. Yeah. Well, I know in North Carolina, like Shannon was saying, they call it Coke, like for a lot of the drinks and stuff. It's just Coke, orange Coke, grape Coke, whatever.
I feel like everybody around here does the same thing, I think.
I mean, I think it was when I was a kid, but now
Hash brown COD time.
Yeah.
Only do Mexican Coke well. That's what the cartels.
That's what you do.
Todd, McDonald's don't have the best Coke. Speaking for a friend. Yeah, wait a minute, huh? Todd, McDonald's don't have the best Coke. Yeah, they actually do have the best Coke, though. Coke is said they have the best Coke.
About Coke and
I see what you say. Yeah, the best La Rosa's pizza is at Great American Ballpark in Kings Island.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Are they still at Kings Island?
I guess they are. I haven't been to Kings Island in years, but Great American Ballpark is pretty good.
Like, I remember that place at Kings Island. Was like, oh, got to go there and get a big old slice of as big as your head pizza.
Trent is much just like pepperoni pizza, like Todd.
I know. I eat La Rosa's now. I probably eat La Rosa's more than any other pizza around here, but I still miss my New York style, New Jersey style pizza, which we have a couple places here that actually do that. So sometimes I'll pick it up over there. Big TV there in the Bay Area thoughts, but yeah, definitely. I meant drinking Mexican Coke. Yeah. Oh well, there is the Mexican Coke we can actually, but we can buy that here. Mexican Coke. Yeah. It's made. Yeah. I still think Gilbert was talking about the other Coke. That's me.
What I was thinking too.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. See, Tresto has a ton of DVDs as well. Because there was a stage when you had the torrents, when the torrents came out, and you were burning off the torrents for movies you wanted to watch. So, yeah. At least I heard people were burning torrents, I should say. Yeah. Allegedly. I had a dark room in my dorm in Alaska. Several folks needed to develop, so I donated space in my room for it. Oh, for developing film. There you go. Hey, I still have my high school football games on VHS.
Nice.
I got some things around here on VHS, but they're not high school films.
I think for our 15th year anniversary, we had, when we got married in Vegas, and they made a VHS tape of it. And for our 15th year anniversary, Todd got it converted to a DVD, which I thought was the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, now we can't even watch a fucking DVD. I mean, and that was just 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
We have a DVD player, but we don't have one actually hooked up to a TV, though.
The funny thing is, like, the company I work with, we send out prospectuses for the financial products on DVD. And I brought up to them, like, a lot of new computers don't even have DVD slots.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's like a special, you have to buy it special now if you want one.
Yeah, I remember for 1 year for your birthday, I guess it was before. It was like when we first started dating, when DVD players just came out. And I'm like, I'm gonna get him a DVD player for like his birthday, and it was like $300 for a fucking DVD player in like 1990 something.
And like 2 movies or something.
Yeah. Like, I fucking went all out. Got you a DVD player.
Listen, Nathan's Hot Dogs and Fries at 42nd Street Restaurant. That's in New York there.
Ooh.
Yeah, Nathan's Hot Dogs are good. Joy of cooking and the joy of sex.
Joy of cooking and the joy of sex.
But if you're doing it right, aren't you cooking anyway? So, yeah.
No, you're cooking.
Joy of Sex, a great artwork in that book. I also have an art degree. Well, there you go. Yeah, see, people know about that book. Gilbert says only missionary was the only position before Joy of Sex. Well, apparently you never saw Caligula because they were definitely doing other stuff besides mission.
You never saw what?
Caligula? It's an old movie from the 70s when they were like Roman times, and it was like one of the. It wasn't like a porno, but it was like as close as you can get from a motion theater kind of doing a porno. That was before Deep Throat came out. So
Like
yeah,
Cinemax.
yeah. Yes, happy Mother's Day, Peggy. And I know I promised, but hope to be on one of your streams soon, Blake. Fruit Loops are we thought Fruit Loops are good. Rice Krispie reminds me of shoulders, knees, and my back when I get in or out of bed. Yeah. A little bit of cracking, snap, crackle, pop, and I'm down. No, Golden Grams was the cereal on my brat days. I do remember Golden Grams. Golden Grams was a teddy bear. That was actually pretty good too.
Yeah, Golden Grams were pretty good.
Trez, I hate fucking grape nuts. The wife loves them.
That was like the teddy bears.
Oh,
yeah.
No, that's
Cinnamon flavored.
No, they were a graham thing, but yeah.
Honey flavored, whatever.
the wife loves them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't had them in a million years.
Yeah, wheat checks. I remember doing some of the check cereals. I did eat wheat checks for a bit. Pickled ripe plums across the street growing up. Nice. Picked ripe plums. Nice. Hey, what's up, Guy? Worf loves prune juice. Worf would be a prune juice drinker. Worf was the Klingon on Star Trek.
Oh.
Burger. Trent's laughing. Oatmeal with brown sugar or molasses or maple syrup. I'm not even going to get to my question tonight because I'm still trying to get caught up here. Buttermilk, more savory. Well, right now I'm at the 10:36 mark, and it's 11:06. I'm back within half an hour. I could skip ahead a little bit. Can't get enough of the Golden Crisp. Got the crunch, that punch. Then the Gator says, "Yeah." Does anyone remember that commercial? I don't remember that one there.
I feel like I do a little bit.
But I do remember Golden Crisp. I remember that.
I remember the Gator too for some reason, but I don't remember anything about that.
Gilbert, not a fan of overly sweet. Equal opportunity. What's happening, my friend? Cheers, said Rajay, the legend. Excited to see your new content while still enjoying this good craft beer. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, trying to bring some different things to the channel. I put the podcast up earlier today. Is something new that I might be doing each week and some other things coming. So stay tuned, my friend. Definitely dropping some different things out there. I've got a special thing I'm going to start as another series that'll start this weekend as well. I remember 99-cent Sundays for gas. I bet that was packed. I filled up the cans on base. 47 cents a liter, March 2020. Gas will eat that bag. Yeah, the gas went right through that bag. Yeah.
What a dumbass.
Had a 90 F-150 two-wheel door with the 300 straight six, twin 16-gallon tanks. Cost to fill 38 to 40 for both tanks back in the mid-90s. Definitely cost you a little bit more than that now.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might cost you that for one tank.
Well,
Gas is a great cleaner.
I've had my car for like a year now. And I remember I would fill my car up when I first got it. It was like $25. Now it's like $40 to fill it up. Yeah.
Yeah, you were doomed. Yeah, with some of the stuff that we're seeing running around here, Trez, no doubt. Hey, Trez, remind also, I don't know if you've got like the Call of Duty games, Cold War and all that. If you do, let me know because we're all playing like online as a group and stuff. You ever want to join us on there? Because Trez has PS as well, so.
Y'all gonna just wear me down on it to buy
from
price, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like, just fucking buy it. Just like, dude, what do I need to buy? I'll just buy it for you.
Just Call of Duty, Cold War. Cold War.
It's what?
Cold War.
Call of Duty, Cold War.
Yeah.
So I have to buy the actual game, or can I just get on the system?
You can just get on the system if you wanted to, but.
Fucking buy it already.
Skip said, where are you from? Where I'm actually in pretty much the Cincinnati area, and then Shannon and Todd are actually Louisville area. So actually, the Indiana
like
side.
$60 or something.
Yeah.
Just fucking buy it.
Yeah, we're just north of Louisville, southern Indiana.
She should have used styrofoam ice chests. Hello, talk
Yeah,
about the
that's what
gas.
she should have
It
done.
would have been better in the bags.
You're right. No kidding.
Just convert it to biodiesel and make your own gas. Well, there you go. Vanessa, Connecticut. Gilbert, Texas has pit queues, so keep them shits. Vanessa, do you see LOL? It's not a state, so we won't lose much. But yeah, they're trying to push for it to be a state, though. So DC or Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but did you see, like, when the election was going on, it was like Washington, D.C. was like 96% or 98% voted for Democrats.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. It's definitely Democratic
I'm like,
area. Yeah.
That's why they don't want to become a state.
Yeah. And Puerto Rico is going to lean that way as well if it becomes a state, too.
Washington,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiger was in the Houston area. Yeah. That's definitely DC. That's definitely more Democrat there. As long as it's not Quebec, you're winning.
Oh.
How does the rest of America feel about Texas? I'm Canadian, but might be moving there soon for work. Well, I mean, it's a state.
Depends on how you feel.
Yeah.
It's funny because my wife's about to go visit her family in a couple of weeks down in Dallas. I don't know if I told you. I don't think I told you, but she's going down to Dallas, and her mom was asking her, "Was Rodney coming?" And she's like, "Oh, it's just me coming down or whatever." And she said, "Oh, her mom was upset because I wasn't coming." Or it was like, "I'm not going to Texas. I'm not going to Texas. I don't even want to put any money at all into that state whatsoever."
She's got a cousin who lives in Texas.
Yeah.
Well, most of my family has different beliefs than me, so
Yeah.
it's probably
I'm
the best
like-
place for him, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm
I
not
don't
done.
think he is as bad as.
I've seen
Is
some
he?
of his
Is
Facebook
he?
posts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he is.
But
And his
overall,
wife is
Texas.
Mexican,
Yeah.
and he still believes that way.
But overall, Texas. I mean, it's not. It's the people anywhere. We have people both sides, every state anyway,
Yeah,
for the
you
most
do.
part.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas is fine. It's funny when I used to handle Texas in my old job as well. I used to go to Houston all the time, and I didn't realize it at the time until I went down. But apparently, Houston and Dallas, they kind of aren't really fans of each other. Like Houston looks at Dallas being the uppity people, and then
Yeah.
Dallas people look at the Houston people kind of being that lower level type people, so to speak. So it's kind of an interesting type thing. But Houston, if you ever need food, they got just about any kind of restaurant you want in Houston. They got the most restaurants per capita in the country. So, and not just barbecue, all kinds of food. I got some great Indian food when I was down in Houston. So
Barbecue's overrated.
what? Are you American?
No, clearly not.
I could live forever without barbecue again, except for ribs. I do like ribs.
Just stop, Shannon. Just stop.
Brisket?
I could do without.
No,
Oh,
Janice isn't a big fan of barbecue as much either.
I like fried fish.
Well, that's not barbecue; it's fried.
No, it's just she
No,
likes.
I don't care about the
She could
barbecue.
do without.
Oh,
If I could just have seafood, I'd be fine.
like
Yeah.
what are those people? The something begin with a P where they eat like fish all the time.
Yeah.
Purian or something like that. Some word they got for them. I love. It's like there's a word for people that just love fish, that eat fish.
Pescatarian.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Presbyterian? That's a religion.
Pescatarian.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Not vegetarian.
I am not Presbyterian. I am
Not-
like that.
Don't be Pentecostal. That's the one with the snakes.
I'm
But
not I am not that.
they say like if you reach into a bag, like if the snake bites you, you're evil. But if the snake doesn't, I mean, I don't know what they like. If you're reaching into a bag of snakes at church, just leave.
They have the snake, and then everybody comes up.
Is it the ones that run down the aisle with the sheets?
I mean, that would make sense. That would make sense. But it's like, let the snake bite you. If God wants you to be here, then you won't die.
Hmm.
I'm being serious. Like there's the one church.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they faint. It's like, and then they faint. Yeah.
That's the Benny Hinn move, right? He just touches your head and they go down. Benny Hinn.
Probably.
Listen, I lived a number of times in Texas. I was in Fort Worth for 10 before returning here. It's a nice little area around there. I'm not big on their whole state on the way they do stuff though.
Yeah.
I moved
What's
from
you go
Springfield,
to,
Mass to Tucson on Amtrak in April '92. Wow. Yeah.
Where we go to San Antonio.
Where the Alamo is.
Alamo, yeah, San Antonio.
That's San Antonio.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Alamo. Or remember the
We
Alamo.
went to the Alamo.
Where's the
That's the
bike?
whole thing. Like in
The bike
school,
in the
you,
basement? Where's the basement?
in school, it was like remember the Alamo? They would teach in social studies, and you're like, didn't they lose at the Alamo?
They did.
So why are we putting this on the pedestal?
I was like, wait a minute.
That was kind of the weirdest and coolest thing we went to, though.
The Alamo?
Yes, but we stayed at like a Hyatt or something.
Well,
We're like, where's the Alamo at? They're like,
the history of the Alamo is pretty cool.
And it was literally like right across the street from where we were staying. So
Yeah.
go there, like we have an ordinance for all the like buildings around the area. They can't cast a shadow on the Alamo.
So they can't be so many
So
floors
they gotta be
high.
so
Ah.
or enough far away from the Alamo that the shadow won't cast upon it.
Gotcha.
But when you go there, everything's like 5 foot tall. Everything's like really small.
We were smaller people back then. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when I used to go to estate sales, I go to some of these houses, and it was like older houses, and they were like, you got to duck down so much because it was like smaller
Yeah.
people back then. But Andrew makes a point there too. But yeah, that's the thing. Amtrak would definitely delay more line probably for their train. But if you're going to build infrastructure, and there's a lot of people that want to try to push like a high speed rail, which I think would be great to have here. Like Japan has their bullet train. We should have something like that. UK and Europe as a whole, they put passenger travel ahead of moving freight. U.S. railroad builds at a time when workers are making money. That's capitalism, yeah.
That's all U.S. cares about is making money.
Yeah. The double wide is heading to London. It's up to EB. Y'all can all come to Canada while the borders open in 2026.
Yeah.
I want to see more of Canada. I've only been to Toronto, so I'd like to see
I
more of
wouldn't let
Canada.
any of us fucking Americans in Canada either.
Yeah, well, I don't let some Americans in the house, so I mean. Because there was a line today he'd be saying now, folks, you're not going to believe this shit.
Yep.
Howard Cosell, he was a legend, icon. Ever been to Wiener Circle in Chicago a few years ago? Triumph the Insult Comic Dog went there
Oh my
and met his
God.
match.
I
Yeah.
remember him.
I remember Triumph.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on Iron Stern the other day.
He's still going.
Yes.
What's up, Arizona? Cheers, my friend. I would tell you guys, if you guys ever want to learn about some of the Southwest history of the country, y'all need to watch Arizona's channel. He gives like tours and stuff where he pulls up things about Arizona and different things and different architecture that's been found and different digs and all kinds of stuff. So some really cool things on his channel, just
Ooh,
about going back
Arizona
into the history.
Timeless Tourist.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Dig on Netflix?
The dig.
Based on a true story.
It's probably dead now because the road's so far behind.
Isn't Louisville? Well, he's actually in Arizona, so he's good to go. He said, "Isn't Louisville a one syllable word?" My dad's mom is from there. Yeah, it's just
Not
Louisville.
like one
Yeah,
syllable.
it's Louisville.
Louisville.
Not Louisville, not Louisville. Geez, please don't say Louisville if you ever go. Louisville.
Louisville. No,
Like-
Louisville. It's three syllables.
It's like you don't say New Orleans, you say Nolens.
Yeah.
Not
If you have your fingers locked and push your hand towards the snake palm first, they're not going to bite. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out though, Robert. Like I don't want to be that close
Yeah.
to really. But I like your theory. It's like they also say
Yeah,
like
well,
if you look at a snake and you can tell if they're venom or not, if they're venomous by their head. All venomous ones have arrowheads.
I don't
Right.
fucking care
Yeah.
if they're venomous at it.
you see a snake, I'm going the other way. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, if I walk into
I ain't getting
church.
close enough to find out.
Yeah, if I walk
Constrictors
into
won't anyway,
church
yeah.
and There's a fucking snake. I'm like,
See ya.
I feel like
Yeah.
Robert
It's like
Robert
church.
hasn't fully tested the theory because he says constrictors won't anyway. So he's only tested on one group with the snakes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Oh, that's funny.
crazy.
Well, I've actually caught up and in time before
What?
usual. Yeah. So
Hercules.
which we got one more coming in right there.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
Rod, no one from New Orleans and New Orleans or New Orleans. I've seen people say New Orleans, so that's how I heard them come across. If I watch
What did they
Swamp
say?
People, if I see Swamp People when I watch it, I've seen people say New Orleans on there too.
Nolans.
But that could be just the accent.
So
Although
what
it's
did
true,
they
I'm
say?
only tested on one group of snakes. See, Robert agrees. Only done it on one group of snakes,
Yes, exactly.
and only two total. So the sampling size is very small, very small. But since I caught up, I can finally get to the non-beer question of the night before we sign off. Tonight's non-beer question. Best Saturday morning cartoon that you loved as a child.
Jim and the Holograms.
What? Which one?
Jim and the Holograms.
I don't think I ever saw Jim and the Holograms.
Well, you were fucking missing out.
Joking around. They could have been. I just seen people say no. What's up, Swami? Yeah, so best Saturday morning cartoon that you loved as a child. I was a big fan
Looney Tunes.
I fucking hate the Looney Tunes.
Oh, James, that's a good one. Johnny Quest. I like Johnny Quest. I was a fan of Jabberjaw back in the day. The shark.
I never heard of them.
Never got the respect. He was kind of based off the Rodney Dangerfield character.
For me, that'd be Looney Tunes or Smurfs.
Oh, the Smurfs. Remember the cereal the Smurfs used to have?
Yeah.
They had some good cereal.
Was Looney Tunes Saturday morning though?
It was.
It was like well, depending on where I guess. Like for me, Super Friends. That was another one Saturday morning. I loved watching the Super Friends, and I would hate when it was just like the 5 characters. Like it was just Batman, Robin, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. I loved when they had like the really big shit happening, and they had to get Hawkman in and Green Lantern and all the other crew. You know, Black Man. They had to get all the other guys in that weren't there. You know, it's like.
We have a local chef here that opened up a restaurant. It's called Super Chefs. And it's kind of based on Bartown Road.
Oh.
And it's kind of based on it, but he's got another like restaurant he opened up in like Newly.
It's based on the Super Friends?
Well, no, it's called Super Chefs, but it's kind of like the super, kind of like Super Friends type thing or whatever.
Garfield and Friends. There you go.
Oh, I did love Garfield.
Yeah. That cat would get some crazy things.
I love Garfield.
But the thing about Super Friends, you may not know this. Well, you may know it, Todd and Shannon, because you've been to Cincinnati. But Super Friends Hall of Justice was based off the museum here in Cincinnati. So if you come up here and Eden Avenue or Cincinnati Art Museum, it's the whole dome where it's like the Super Friends headquarters. The artist saw that in Cincinnati. That's what he based the headquarters off in the cartoon.
Okay.
I've never even heard of Super Friends.
Oh, Harvey Birdman. I know Harvey Birdman. That's pretty funny. He's pretty funny on this thing, yeah. Best Saturday Core Martin Dungeon. I remember Dungeons and Dragons as well. That was a good one too.
Was that better than the video game though? Do you remember the Dungeons and Dragons video game?
Yeah, I think the cartoon was. I like to watch it. I mean, the cartoon was definitely good. So that one dude was always like the paladin, was always screw up stuff.
I just remember at our arcade, it was called Aladdin's Castle.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like everybody would line up at Dungeons and Dragons because that was like the first like arcade game that had like the screen on top.
What is Gem? Yeah.
Gem.
It was my Saturday morning. And
depending on where you were, because we've had some Saturday where there might be weekdays on other stuff.
I mean, I have a feeling that maybe it was Sunday morning because I don't know though, because my brother and I would go into the basement, and I feel like we had to watch it before we went to church.
Might have been Sunday mornings actually.
But do they play cartoons on Sunday mornings?
Some stations did.
Yeah.
Back then they did.
Back then in the day, they actually played them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been on a Sunday morning.
I'm trying to think, was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Saturday morning?
I don't know.
I feel like it was
after school. That was more after school type thing.
No, it was more, later years.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been like Saturday.
But I feel like when you're asking this question, I think of Star Trek. I'm like, I feel like my dad made us watch.
That was Sunday morning.
Because I feel like my dad made us watch Star Trek.
Yes.
But that wasn't a cartoon.
No,
I know, but when you say Saturday morning, that's what.
No, but I wouldn't say that was on Sunday.
Because we had this little 13-inch TV on our kitchen table.
Yeah, it used to be a weekday. See, Robert said it used to be a week.
Because my dad watched it all the time.
Yeah.
So it used to be a weekday, then they moved it to Saturday. So Robert said with Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles and Gem were way past my time. Yeah, past my time too. But I just remember them being there. Pee Wee's fucking, but that's not a cartoon. But Pee Wee's was Saturday. That was a Saturday.
Pedophile Playhouse.
Pedophile Playhouse.
You touch it, you own it. Before
Oh, is that how it works?
Your dad's Pee Wee on that. I was sleeping on the 2 and the 3 afternoon by then. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other ones were on there, but I thought like Jabberjaw stuck out, Super Friends stuck out. Because some of the stuff I would watch would be after school type. Like I want to say, like if I did an after school type thing, then it'd been like Thundercats or something. You know what I mean?
Hey, He-Man.
No.
He-Man, yeah. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe would have.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe would have been after school.
Yes. Oh, I love G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I love G.I. Joe.
No.
G.I. Joe and He-Man.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, did you? I showed him this TikTok. You need to send it to him. I'll send it to you. Where this, it was a black guy talking about like white people shit, and he was like, you might need it, but he was like, when my white friends invite me over, and he was like, he walked into the house and this cat jumped out. And he was like, "Oh, fuck y'all got a Thundercat," because it was like a leopard or something. And he like ran out the door, and he was like at the window, and then they were like, "I'm not petting your Thundercat," you know. It was pretty funny.
Thundercat.
I said
Yeah.
Thundercat, yeah, because it was like a fucking leopard that, like, it was funny.
Yeah, there was also back when I was like growing up, like Scooby Doo was a Saturday morning cartoon. So Scooby Doo was one on Saturday mornings. That was Saturday mornings that we had.
Yeah, Scooby Doo was great.
Mask. That was one that was later on. I think that was a cartoon version of the Jim Carrey movie.
But to me, G.I. Joe was one of the greatest.
Yeah, G.I. Joe was, I mean, after school, you know, you race home to see some of that. The Jetsons was another one that was actually one that was in the morning, but that got moved after school, I think, as well. Oh, Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh.
I remember that one.
Now,
You probably
no, that's younger than me.
That's younger than you. I mean, that was 70 to 72, but
Yeah.
I mean, it played reruns for a few. Oh, Hong Kong Phooey. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
Scat-
that's
That
older
was-
than me.
Scatman Carruthers was the
Do
voice.
you remember the Laugh
That's on
Olympics? Rod?
Dark Star. Which one?
It was called Laugh Olympics.
I don't remember that one.
And it was like
Oh, wait a minute. It was all the cartoon characters together.
Yes, yes.
I do
They were
remember that,
doing
yeah.
like the Olympic type things or whatever.
Yeah. That was like Hanna-Barbera type
Yes,
ones, I think, or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera. That
Venture Brothers.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. That's what I was saying. The mask was a cartoon off of the Jim Carrey one, right? Or was that something different? Maybe it was something different. I don't know if I've seen that then.
I've never seen that one.
What have you never seen?
Mask, the action cartoon. I've never seen that.
Then they had Scrappy Doo that came later as well.
That's a good question, Rod.
Scrappy
That's
Doo
a very
as well.
original question.
But it's funny because I thought about it just
Scrappy Doo
because.
wasn't he the nephew of Scooby Doo?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. And you always like try to start stuff.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby Doo was great.
Scooby always be trying to pull them back and everything. Sky Commanders, Dino Riders. I don't remember that. Oh, those are Canadian ones. I don't remember seeing
Canadian
those.
shit right there.
But I thought about it.
Swami.
I thought about it because nowadays they don't have Saturday morning cartoons.
No.
No, because you
No.
can watch fucking cartoons anytime you want to.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when we grew up, we had it.
I used to bowl on Saturday mornings. Used to bowl. I remember waking up and be like Smurfs and Looney Tunes, and what else? Maybe I don't know.
I
what
did
else?
like
He-Man, maybe.
I
Sort
did
of.
like Pepe Le Pew. I did love Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
I'll take the rapist for 200.
I
Alex.
know.
Take what?
The rapist
He's
for
a rapist.
200.
He
The
forced
rapist, yeah.
He forced himself on the cat. You know. I mean, you know. God damn, everything's got to be.
I wasn't sure if he was making a joke there because the rapist is like the therapist. The rapist.
Yeah, because it was therapist.
Where did you learn that at?
You haven't seen those
It's Saturday Night Live because Will
like
Ferrell's Alex, and he's like the rapist is in the category, and he walk over to the board, and he'd be like THE, and then he break up the word into he's making from therapist into the rapist.
Yeah.
He'd be like, it's right there.
The rapist.
Yeah. He's like therapist, you ninny.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It's like therapist.
I get it.
You mean the rapist?
I see it now, Swami. Mask was the one. Mask was kind of like a G.I. Joe type show. I see it here.
I don't remember that
I
at
don't
all.
either.
I don't remember that one at all.
When I think of The Mask, I think of the movie with Cher.
Jim Carrey.
Well, it was
No.
Mask, but it was MASK. It was like
man.
M period, A period,
Yeah,
SK. Yeah.
The true story of the guy that had the fucked up face.
With Sam.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, it was in the ranch. Sam
Elliot.
Elliott.
Oh,
Yeah, Sam Elliott.
yes.
Yeah. He was in the Mask.
Yeah, they actually went against Venom, is who they fought against. It was like a G.I. Joe type thing. I think I may have seen some of that as a kid,
I don't remember that one.
but I was older then. But I remember that was 85 to 86. But another one that was after school, it wasn't a Saturday morning, was Transformers. That was another one that hooked you in.
I did like
Yeah.
Transformers was always solid.
Rod, this might have been past your time. Do you remember like the after school specials?
Oh, yeah. I remember after school specials.
Do you remember those? It'd be like, yeah, I gotta wear,
Yeah.
put your condom on or don't use drugs or something.
Yeah.
They did not tell you to put your condom on in the 80s.
No, but
They couldn't talk about
they
that
didn't
shit.
say that exactly, but that was what the message was.
They were
Be
like, Mom, I'm in trouble.
yeah, that's
The
what,
end.
Yeah.
No, you're right, but that was what the message was. Like, be safe. Use drugs.
Wear your raincoat.
Yeah.
Right. Like, but it's not raining. That doesn't matter. Just wear it anyway.
Like, you know what I'm saying, Jimmy. Put the raincoat on.
Right, yes, exactly.
Yeah. 24/7. Yeah, cartoons
Yeah.
nowadays. Yeah, you can see it like crazy. It's just it would be nice to get up, watch cartoons Saturday morning. And it was always right before like 11 o'clock was like when they would have like the wrestling would come on WCW. So I watch cartoons.
They
get into WCW.
I remember I'd be so pissed off because I'd be watching cartoons and I'd get up too late and then the fucking wrestling would take over.
That was here in Louisville and in Nashville.
No, actually, WWE, which was WWF at the time, was 11. WCW was like 7 o'clock at nighttime.
No, but before then, on Saturdays was in Louisville and in Nashville. Those were that was like the minor league for wrestling.
Yeah.
It was like Jerry Lawler first started.
Yeah, well, that was back when you had like
all of them first started. Really.
Superfly and Roddy Piper and all of them.
Like that was here in Louisville, and then like in Nashville, that was always like Saturday at noon. Like US, what was it called? What was that? It was like USAW or something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Well, it was like WCW had like Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, all that stuff back then.
Yeah.
And it was like, and the Road Warriors and all that stuff. Yeah, I remember like we get together, we watch that before we like go out and do something on Saturday night as well. So
You gotta play that again soon, though.
oh, no.
Yes.
Song Gen X in the house. Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, hey, what's going on, Adro? He said, I'm a boomer. Nothing wrong with that. But Carl's one of the greatest anti-heroes ever imagined. He's up there with Ignatius Jay Riley, the Sectors, Spidey and Friends, with Iceman and Firestarter. I remember Spider with Iceman. Yeah, Firestarter. Yeah, that was actually a pretty cool one too. Yeah.
You're so smart.
Tools down is chilling. What's up, Michael? Lately, I've been watching on YouTube this week in pro football, old NFL highlight shows from the 70s. It's funny thing with James, but I remember they don't show them now as much. You can catch them on YouTube, but like when we grew up watching football, like in the 90s, we would get the VHSs of the hardest hits in the NFL. Remember they always have the highlight things they put out every year, and it's like nowadays that's sacrilege to release something like that. You're showing somebody getting destroyed, but like back then, Ronnie Light Ronnie Lott nailing somebody, or Steve Atwater hitting somebody, or LT. It was just like, I want to be like that guy.
That was big money back then. Like,
yeah,
yes, I want to make my career just like his.
It was like NFL's hardest hits or whatever it was, and definitely a different time for sure.
They're like, oh, you hit too high. You can't do that. You hit way too high. You're above the waist. You can't do that.
I told my now 18-year-old daughter SpongeBob was due to the nuclear bomb testing from post-World War II through the early 60s. Bikini had told Bikini Bottoms what happened to everything under the sea.
Fucking hate SpongeBob.
Well, it's a good thing we grew up missing Barney, so that was a good thing for our generation.
Barney
drove me crazy. I mean, as a parent, you dealt with
what's the red, blue, purple?
My
Power Rangers.
Teletubbies.
Yeah. I mean, as a parent, you dealt with it, but as a kid, you didn't have to watch that shit on TV. Our generation, we had like Speed Racer and all kinds of like Ultraman, all kinds of shit that we watched. You know, I mean, we did watch I almost said Mr. Robinson's, but that was Eddie Murphy, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Today's word is getaway. Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah, Mr.
You got way too excited about that.
Mr. Rogers has the.
That was so good, though. You should be excited about that, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers has a little train. They go to Neverland or whatever. NFL was brutal back then. Brutal, yeah, it was. I mean, back then it was. I mean, growing up back then, that was football. So you were like, you would watch them lay into some of the hits and stuff they would do back then.
I just love his profile picture. The little man.
Yeah, somehow, yeah. That's
like
actually.
Alien,
it's like I think it's like from the album cover. I want to say, I can't remember which album it is, but I think it's an album cover. And for some reason in my head, I'm thinking Led Zeppelin or.
Kind of looks like an alien.
I have a little short story
here we go.
That picture reminded me of. So when we got married in Vegas, you know, back then you had the little disposable cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So we came back, everybody took pictures, you know, and we came back and we developed all the pictures. And then I was looking through all the pictures when we got them developed. And I don't know, we were probably we were up in our hotel that we were at.
Was that by the one I was pissing?
Yes. And so we had this
James says, thanks, Shannon. Oh, but is it James?
balcony.
I thought it was an album cover for some reason, but James said that was him.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, when he was a little kid. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. That looks like an alien or something. But anyway, tell your story.
So anyway, we developed the pictures and I was looking through them. And it was the night we got married, and then we got shit-faced.
Surprising, I know.
Yeah, and then on our balcony, it was like a stucco. It wasn't like rails on our balcony. It was like a stucco wall, so that like I saw this picture and Todd's standing over in the corner of the balcony, and I was like looking at it, and I'm like, "You're fucking pissing in the corner of the balcony." I took a fucking picture of him pissing in the corner of our balcony, and you can see
off the railing.
You can see the stream.
Yes.
And so, like, I had this like picture collage that I hang on the wall in our house, and I'm like, I'm fucking totally putting this in the picture of the collage that we're gonna hang it on the wall. So I have his picture in the hall, you know, with him pissing in the corner. You can see a stream of piss and everything. Yeah. It's our high class wedding.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. We didn't even remember it even happened until we got the pictures developed.
Well, that can happen with your shit face.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember on the balcony because I think maybe he was in the bathroom and was like, I had to pee.
I couldn't have been in the bathroom. I took the picture. I think maybe Mike was.
Maybe
Mike was in the bathroom.
Oh no, I had to pee. It didn't matter.
Jake Buckus was the reason for necessary roughness. If you had the ball, he was locked to you like a laser and he drilled you in the ground. Yeah, Dick Buckus was a beast, but I don't know if it was just him. There was like rules put in place, like Deacon Jones. They made illegal the head slap that he used to use playing because he used to slap you across the helmet to disorient you. So they made that illegal to be able to do that. There's been there back then. There was a lot of hitters. Like Ray Nitschke was a beast as well. So back then, football was football when it came up through the years. And then you had Jack Lambert, Jack Ham, the Steelers. He had some mean SOBs back then. Mean Joe Green, Pittsburgh in the '70s. Steel Curtain was just like dominant. I mean, Pittsburgh in the '70s. It's easy to see how they won 4 Super Bowls then because they had that mean ass front line that was anchored by Joe Green. Then they had the linebacking core with Lambert and Ham, and then they had that secondary like Mel Blount and them. And it was just like, what are you going to do against Pittsburgh? Like,
right. Yeah. Where am I going to go with the ball?
In the offense, you had Bradshaw with Lynn Swann later on, and then you had John Stallworth, and they had Mike Webster as their center. I mean, they were just like a beast team. They should have won like every year back in the '70s.
It wasn't fair.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, they had so many players that were Franco Harris, Rocky Blyer. I mean, Rocky Blyer came back after losing part of his foot in Vietnam and was still a terror. So Pittsburgh was dominant like crazy. It was Pittsburgh against the Cowboys that kind of highlighted the '70s. That was me about 67. A neighbor caught me pissing in the corner of her yard.
That is awesome. It looks like an alien in there. Like, look to the head. Kind of looks like a.
I thought it was sewn off an album cover for some reason. I don't know why I thought that, but after 75, Joe Green was partially paralyzed on the left side.
It's kind of like the picture that I have. Not so like.
Except for not as obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And you weren't a kid.
Well, I don't know. It could be.
Well, you
somebody's got their hands around the junk. There's only one thing or two things you're doing.
But I didn't get that. I just got your back and the piss in your corner with the piss stream coming out.
Yeah, true.
Sounds like a piss poor picture.
Facing the corner, and then I saw the piss stream.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, now I know why I took it.
That was an accident. It wasn't like you was totally doing it on purpose, was you?
I don't remember.
You guys are shit faced, you remember? Yeah. The photo guy was like, what is this? Like, I can remember, like, back then, right? Because we talked about you had to get your pictures developed. And it'd be like, when I was in college, like, we had a little convenience store we work in, and we were bored, and people would get their pictures developed, and you, like, look through some of their pictures sometimes, and you're like,
what the fuck?
What the hell's going on here? So that guy's probably like, what's he doing?
What?
I wouldn't believe this happened if there wasn't photographic evidence.
Yeah. There were some interesting pictures and people's photo stuff that we would see sometimes, though. But hey.
That's when you can spin your own like story on it. Like,
yeah.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what it looks like.
They come in to get their pictures. You're like, hey, here's your pictures. I know what you're up to. Little freak.
That's not what it is.
Yeah, so. Oh, I think with this, we're going to get wrapped up for the night. So thanks for everybody that tuned in. It's like 11:42. So do have to get up and go to work in the morning. Well, me and Todd do. Shannon, not so much.
No, she's out tomorrow. Lucky her.
Hopefully I'll sleep till 2 p.m.
She's off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, but
Look
you're
at
off for weekend.
I'm off Monday, so.
Yeah, I'm sure off like every Friday or Monday anyway. So.
Well, Monday's tax day. I got to make sure all the tax stuff is done. So yeah. But yeah, if you haven't done your taxes, make sure you do your tax days. So, and yeah, James said it kind of looks like one of those kids on Led Zeppelin's house. That's what I was thinking. That's why I thought Led Zeppelin. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally looks like an album cover.
Yeah.
Maybe you should sell it to somebody for
It's a
their
good
album
video.
cover.
That's a good
Maybe.
picture,
I don't know. You try to sell it now, and that might be child porn out there in the world. The way things are going. Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
I got actually flagged on Facebook one time.
Right, don't do that.
You know, like on my Facebook page, I'll list like sometimes the music I'm listening to. So I tried to post on one of the Facebooks I was listening to a Led Zeppelin song. It was a Led Zeppelin cover, like James just mentioned, and they flagged it because of child pornography. I'm like, it's the album cover of the album, like,
wow,
you know. But
wow.
that's the world we live in now. So
it is.
So
yeah.
would they do that for Nirvana? Like the picture of the baby in the
Oh,
pool?
absolutely.
You know, like,
Oh yeah, they would definitely do that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
James said that would be my author video if I ever finish that book. Yeah. Oh. But thanks for everybody that tuned in. We're going to go ahead and get signed out of here, and drop some more stuff this weekend. Shannon, Todd, always great. Shannon, always great to have you. Keep coming back. I know you try to space it out so you're not drinking every Thursday night.
And
but
I know I just overtake shit, so I know.
That's fine.
I
Look,
tolerate it in small doses. So.
we love having you here. The people are looking for you. They ask where you're at when you're not here.
They actually do.
Yeah. I noticed one thing: the dogs are a little more calmer when you're here with us. So they barked a couple times, but not like they usually bark when you're not here. Yeah. So.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, they're all calm and always right with the world for the dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
All good in the world.
I'm a calming spirit.
Well, cheers, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get signed off. Hopefully, you guys have a great Friday. And that's all I really got. I don't have anything else to really say. Check out the new updates and stuff that I'll be doing to the channel. And y'all have a great night and great weekend. And don't forget, if you're in the States, taxes are due by Monday if you haven't done them yet. So
fucking taxes.
And fill the gas tank up just in case.
Yeah, everything's okay. They paid the ransom. There will be gas in the pumps. Don't feel like you have to go out there and get it all. Although I am noticing toilet paper has started been shorting out for a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but I am noticing the toilet paper being hit again. So, as they say in vacation, what are you going to do, Clark? Shitter's full.